Hey, what's happening, gamers? How's everybody doing? Welcome back to a special showcase of the new season of Marvel Rivals. This is Marvel Rivals Season 2, The Dawn of X. Now, you know why they're doing this, The Dawn of X. Come on. X-Men have been leaked. There's X-Men coming. Cyclops, Colossus, Nightcrawler, Jean Grey, Professor X. The X-Men are coming, so this is official, you know, clarification right here. Confirmation, boom. Dawn of X. Yep, Professor X is coming soon. But anyway, let's see what's new. This is the Hellfire Gala, and it's a big party happening, which is why we have a brand new thumbnail design that I couldn't find a background thumbnail, so I actually had to do... That's an AI anime fancy party that I thought went really well for Emma Frost, like, hosting, like, this, you know, soiree. And it worked. So it's got, like, a nice red and white, like, tint to it, like, kind of like diamondy. And, you know, it's in the background, it's faded, but that's what we're going to use as our template going forward until Marvel Rivals releases an official backdrop that we can use like they did with the vampire stuff. But if you were curious about the fancy tables and chairs, that's an anime AI image, because we can't afford to hire artists. So, very thankful for AI sometimes, because it comes in handy, especially for backgrounds. But anyway, let's see the new spanking new thing. I'm curious.
Oh, I'm sure you are curious, just like everyone else. Though.
Here, look at this. They're all here. The fancy thing.
Oh, fancy.
Oh!
Like
and we saw Ultron for a brief second.
a ballroom dancer couple. I always wanted a ballroom dance.
Well, Cloak and Dagger are a couple, so I mean, makes
Cute.
sense that they would be like hanging out at the party. They're together. They're each other's +1 for the party.
+1 for life.
That's right.
For life.
Hellfire Gala Season 2.0. Ooh.
Luke set my thing up.
I set up your Xbox. You're all good to go. Your controller's running out of battery, so
I know.
Yeah, okay.
Thank you.
You're very welcome. Okay. Aha, look at that. We've got Captain America, looks all fancy.
Looks-
That is T'Challa over there, and that's Ultron in the background. Ultron's coming.
Oh wow! And there's Rocket.
There's the power couple up there. Rocket dressed up for the wrong occasion. He's supposed to put on his, you know, fancy best.
Yeah, he thought that was a costume.
I don't know what Rocket's doing there, but that's yeah. Rocket missed the memo. It's not vacation party, Rocket. It's put on your Sunday best. That's what you're supposed to do. I'm sorry, but the White Queen would look better with, like a white cape. I don't like the, fancy... She's got, like, they call them tails, I believe. It's supposed to be like if you wear a fancy coat, you have, like, these, tails in the back. It's kind of like a Zatanna thing. She's supposed to have a cape, though, the White Queen. And I wish she was all white, but they gave her some blue, too. Like, they changed it up a little bit. She still looks cool and everything. She's holding the glass up with her pinky fingers. And that's T'Challa's new costume. Alright, let's see the new skins. This is what I've been waiting for. Well, first we're gonna set up the White Queen. So we're gonna show you guys the season pass. We're gonna get to some matches. Amber's finishing up her dinner.
Yeah.
I polished off a box of cereal. So, and I had to wash some pots and pans because this weekend we're having Mexican food. So we don't have that very many pots and pans. So I'm washing a frying pan and like a big pot, and then the next load of dishes is going to be two big pots, some plastic stuff that's used to mix salad and other things. And
I hope you have some more fried rice, but I hope you
I'm gonna have some more fried rice later. I have to eat. Cereal's always first. Fried rice will be later.
Okay, Mr. Explaining.
It's not Mr. Explaining, man. I have an esophagus condition. Dark blood is over. Goodbye, dark blood. Whoa! So this is the fancy smancy stuff. I want to see the... It's called Flower of... I can't read that. Is this a new battle pass?
I can't read what... Is that an art? Fractia?
I don't... We're going to call it Flower Battle Pass.
I have no idea what that is.
Alright, so we will be purchasing the battle pass, just so you know. But we're going to do that off camera. Or, you'll see. Because I don't think we have enough to purchase it right now. Do we have enough to purchase it?
Oh, you do?
What?
1,000.
Yeah, I'm gonna do the luxury one though. Don't you get something for doing the luxury, don't you? Yeah, easier to unlock is what we want, because we don't play the... Well, you do play this a couple... You're going to be playing this more now, right?
I mean, I don't know if you can upgrade to the luxury one later.
I'm just going to do it now.
Okay.
At the square. Alright, 1 second, guys and gals. Thank you for the super chat. Get to you in just a few minutes.
How much did the luxury one stay?
I think it's 2,000, but I can't see very well.
So then you would just
Bam.
need 10 more. Did you already have 1,000?
I know, but we're going to buy some skins, I think.
You have it
Oh.
first to,
Whoops. Yeah, no, that doesn't exist. I made a mistake.
But no, honey, there's eggs in there too, so that's really good.
I know there's eggs inside of there, but I have to, you know, I have to wait.
I'm saying it's healthy.
I know it's healthy. You make very healthy food, honey. There we go. Alright, so we got some lettuce. Got a little bit of lettuce.
It does kind of look like the root lettuce.
Alright, so we're gonna do the fancy pantsy thing. Here we go. Bam. I don't know what that means. Yeah, whatever, sure. Yeah. Okay, this is the new Hellfire Battle Pass, so let's see what we got. The flower. 25%, 20% off something, I don't know. Alright, let's see what we got. Open! Okay, so... Whoa. Japanese Spider-Man. Okay, that's cool. We got Japanese Spider-Man.
You don't have to click on it to unlock it. You can just scroll.
Yeah, I'm gonna keep scrolling. So this is Japanese Spider-Man. And that's an emote he has. Yep. And then what's this? It's a thingy. That's a banner. That's a thing. Whoa! Man, Marvel Rivals just stepping it up. That is a cool looking Spider-Man skin. It gives me like Naruto vibes of like the A and B unit or whatever they're called. Hidden Leaf Village stuff. Yeah, that's cool. Alright, we got X-Men Psylocke. There she is. This is a new Psylocke with the ponytail. Going back to the 90s. Instead of the long hair, we're rocking the ponytail. The Psychic Butterflies. So this is the blue and yellow X-Men costume. When X-Men really get serious and they don't wear their, you know, classic costumes, they wear their team costume. So this is a Team X-Men costume. This is Psylocke. Looks pretty good. Part of the Dawn of X. Let's scroll down. Okay, next up we got... Is this the... This is the next tier, right?
Girl.
Yeah. The next tier... I don't like how his neck is exposed, though. That's a little creepy there. Spider-Man... I think, yeah, his mouth is covered with the mandibles of a spider, but then his neck is exposed. I don't like that. Okay, so we're going to scroll down. Next group. Next group, we've got Squirrel Girl. Nut Rocker Squirrel Girl. Not a fan of that, actually. Not a fan of this at all. It's okay.
Some people can pull off rods, some people
Yeah, some people can pull off the whole punk thing. She can't. It just, like, the punk rocker look that they had for, what's her name? The Magic was way better.
Oh my
Way
gosh.
better.
Maybe
Way
we
better.
can-
Way better.
Maybe we can get that eventually.
Eventually. We also, speaking of Magic, we got the retro X-Men uniform for Magic. She looks pretty good. Kind of like this. There we go. Magic the X-Man. It's their classic retro uniform, blue and gold. Very nice. We've got a weird mandible. Oh, that's Ultron. Alright, let's continue down. Continue going. And we have the new Black Widow that looks like a literal Black Widow.
Oh, she looks like a spider.
She looks like a spider. Rocking the runway. Okay, strike a pose. Very nice. Deadly and beautiful. It's a Black Widow. Here we go. Black Widow's... Whoa, what do they call it? A runway thing? What do they call that? Red runway veil. So that's Black Widow. That's Magic.
Oh, so some retro uniforms with the...
Yep, a few retro. I like this. This is cute.
You do?
Yeah. This...
Who is this character?
That's Luna Snow.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
You like this outfit of all of them? Why?
She looks pretty cute. I don't like them out of all the battle pass. I'm saying I like this look for Luna. She looks cool.
Okay.
Looks like a Two-Face character, like Two-Face's hench girl. White and black.
I thought her dresses were cute she had.
She does have other stuff coming. And then that's the end of that. And we go down more. We've got Hulk. Fancy Joe Fix-It Hulk.
Yeah.
I don't know how you would see the other guy, though. How do you change to Bruce Banner?
Oh, I don't think they're gonna show
Oh, they're not going to show it. So they show Hulk.
Oh, there!
Where?
I think you can go over there with a click over on him, on Bruce.
Click on him?
Over there, it has 3 things near him, next to him. There.
Oh, okay. Whoa. So he's like Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde type thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's actually pretty hardcore. Okay.
Remember we played the Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde game from the NES. Oh, his hat is so tiny compared to his hand.
Yeah, he's got a tiny hat. Captain America Fancy Soiree. People were saying some pretty mean things about Captain America here. Like his new costume. I think he looks pretty dapper.
I think he looks cute.
He's just missing a top hat.
He looks like Uncle Sam.
He does look like Uncle Sam. They should have given him like the white beard and then be an Uncle Sam.
Uncle Sam wants you for the U.S. Army.
But you know they can't use Uncle Sam at Marvel because DC beat them to the punch.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, they have DC has a superhero called Uncle Sam.
Oh, wow.
Yep. And he wears the red, white, and blue. He's got the white beard, the hat.
I mean, maybe it's a little over the top with the colors, but they are trying to make him look red, white, and blue. I don't think that's a huge problem.
I mean, this is what he would look like if he was, like, you know, going to a fancy... Like, one of Emma Frost's parties? Yeah. Also, look how he writes his name. Steven Rogers. He writes it in cursive because he's from the 40s.
Yeah, when people used to know how to write in cursive.
I still can't write cursive very well. I don't like this one. This is a Immortal Weapon, Iron Fist.
Oh, no. Shirtless Iron Fist.
This is actually Iron Fist's classic costume, except it's not all green. Yeah, his chest was always exposed in the 90s. So you could see his Iron Fist
He's
thingy.
got a lot of abs there.
He's rocking the aura train there. He's got aura for days.
You never miss his ab day. Would y'all want a DC and Marvel racing game, Luke and Amber, says Daffy.
Sure, Daffy.
Thank you for the super chat, Daffy. You're breathtaking. Hope you're having a great day today, Daffy. Thank you. Oh, thank you for the super chat, Miss Deanna.
Cloak and Dagger aren't a couple, they're best friends that depend on each other for survival since both of them ran away from home. I always remember them being a couple.
I don't know.
I remember Cloak and Dagger being an item in the 90s. It was a big deal.
Maybe it depends on the comic.
Maybe they're not connected anymore. I don't know. That's a shame because I always liked them together.
Oh, thank you, Miss Deanna, and thank you, Daffy. Really appreciate your super chats. Thank you so much for helping the channel. I could look it up and see if they've ever been a couple or not.
I remember them being a couple in the 90s. It was kind of cute. So this is their fancy outfit.
That looks like they're ballroom dancers because ballroom dancers always have elements of their outfit that goes with the other person.
Mm-hmm.
So she has feathers on her skirt, and then he has feathers on his outfit. That kind of looks like they're doing a dance. But I love... Oh, they are ballroom dancing! Oh, I love ballroom dancing couples. Oh, of course, you don't... Oh, I wish we
Very
could go
nice.
ballroom Tyrone Johnson and
Tandy.
Tandy.
Yep.
Her name is Tandy? Oh, wow.
And then we get
That's a unique name.
the fancy picture.
Alright.
Scrolling down more.
Yeah, they do depend on each other. That's right, Miss Deanna. I remember that.
So they're actually Cloak and Dagger at the very end of it. So Cloak and Dagger will end the fancy battle
That's
pass.
because they have the best outfit. Look at it. It's
Yeah.
so great.
So Wolverine Van Helsing was the end of the battle pass for season 1. Cloak and Dagger dance partners are the end of the battle pass for season 2. As you can see, it's at the very bottom. So that's cool.
Oh, wow. It says... I'm reading it right here about, well, I'm reading the AI overview of it. I don't really know if this is true. I didn't mean to interrupt you. It says in Marvel Comics and Marvel's Cloak and Dagger TV series, Cloak, Tyrone, and Dagger Tandy are portrayed as having a very close and sometimes romantic relationship, often depicted as a couple. While the relationship isn't always explicitly defined as romantic in the comics, they are frequently shown as having deep connected and having shared experiences. So I guess it's kind of like you're not sure if they are or not.
So the first character that we unlocked in the Battle Pass is Spider-Oni. This is a brand new Spider-Man, based on the Japanese Spider-Man from like the newest comics.
Oh, and it also says that for many years they eventually did have a romantic relationship in the comics. Took 30 years for them to get to that point, but they did, and then it said it didn't last long. Then they broke them up or something.
Yeah, so like.
So I guess now they're not a couple anymore.
They're not a couple anymore, no. They used to be.
Okay. Thank you again, Miss Deanna and Daffy for the super chat.
Kind of like how Mary Jane and Peter were a couple like 20-something years ago, and they broke them up, except for the Ultimate comic books.
Yeah.
All right, so now we showed you guys the season pass. The next thing we're going to show you guys, well, first we're going to get Emma as our go-to lady.
Oh, she's like a frozen. She freezes completely.
She can, yeah.
Yeah, this is not.
Sorry, sweetie. I don't think we have any other batteries in the house right now either.
The cord is the problem, honey.
Oh, the cord is the problem?
I put a new cord on it, it's fine.
Oh, okay. So the cord that came with doesn't work very well. Alright, so now we're going to go, this is the new stuff. So we're going to show you all the skins. These are the new skins. Well, some of the new skins.
Yeah, but we don't have the classic Emma Frost costume with her coat.
No, we don't have the White Queen in all white yet. No. All right, so the new skins that they're prioritizing for people is the alternate for Emma Frost. There she is. And that's Emma.
Well.
There she is.
Well, people thought the other skin of Sue Storm was spicy.
Yeah, this one takes the cake. She has an X-Men ring. That's pretty classic. So she's kind of wearing like an X-Men costume then. Black and gold. I don't know what she just did there. She disarmed a bomb or something? Or a stopwatch? I don't know what that's about. Maybe that's some type of thing that I'm not aware of.
I have no idea.
Yeah, so that's the new Emma Stone. Then we've got, it looks like Star-Lord. All sparkly for a party.
Oh yeah, he looks like a prince.
Yeah, he does, actually. Not bad, Mr. Prince.
He looks like Prince Charming.
Very Star-Lord fashion there. It's kind of a klutz. I like that. And of course, we had Ronin last time. Was added before Season 2 started. I like this Hawkeye. He's really cool.
Alright.
If I did a showcase, I would do one on him.
I am surprised that you like this one so much.
It's cool. It's the Ronin. It's his crazy anti-hero persona. Clint's crazy thing.
I like the red flashes with his eyes. That was kind of
Well, he's supposed to look like a demon.
scary.
He created this persona so people didn't know he was Hawkeye. He also did a lot of shady stuff when he became the Ronin. Killed a lot of people.
Creepy.
It's basically like taking out Yakuza and all kinds of like Chinese and Japanese mafia and stuff like that. He went off the grid. They showed him become the Ronin in the MCU when the Black Widow went to go get him. And then of course we have this weird Thor guy. We've seen this. This is
What?
I don't know what Thor this is, but he looks okay, I guess.
Lord of Asgard? Why does he look like a deer?
Deer is a big thing in Norse mythology.
Yeah, it is.
That's why. But I don't personally, I don't like that skin. The skin I don't like too much. This one's cool. It's okay. I like the Ronin. Ronin's good. And we got the MCU, I don't really like the Black Panther one.
Yeah.
For one, he's not wearing all black. He's wearing white.
There are better costumes for Black Panther.
Yeah, it just I don't like the white on him. It doesn't look good.
We didn't even get the Johnny Storm costume because we didn't like that one very much.
Like if this costume was like a mixture of like red and black instead of all white, it would look a lot cooler. Also, I don't like the fact they show like this weird muscly vein stuff on his chest.
He looks like the Shredder but without a cape.
No, he doesn't look like Shredder. He looks like, there was like this anime villain that I never liked. I think it was from Berserk or something like that. It kind of reminds me of like an anime villain that I don't like. I like the vampire look. Like the top of his face is fine. I don't like his open toe thing. I don't like that. That looks weird. And I think that if this was like a black or gray color, I think this would look better. Like, so they're actually starting to do recolors now that you can pay for.
Wow.
Yeah, so there's a recolor for Psylocke's Vengeance costume coming that's all white.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, I feel like some of these skins, it's like when they try to sell toys, and they do like Super Shredder, Super Ultra Mega Shredder, and they have like all these variants of like, you know, like a action figure. That's how I feel like some of these. It's like you don't have to buy every single one because some of them are just like over the top.
Yeah. Whoops. I want to go back to. I don't want to do that.
They could have made the silver part black, says
yeah, it could have been black. So with the punker look, there's Magic Punker. She looks way better than the punker rock thing we have for Squirrel Girl. This is a really good skin.
We did get the punk rock Storm.
We did get punk rock Storm. Yeah, we did.
Yeah.
And the punk rock like Hulk is really good.
Ugh.
You don't like this one? I like this one.
I would rather get Planet Hulk. I think he looks weird.
He looks like a punk person. Looks kind of cool. He reminds me of Egon a little bit. Like
he reminds me of
like Extreme Ghostbusters.
Baxter Stockman.
Baxter Stockman thing. Yeah. I think my least favorite skin next to Black Panther is I don't like this Johnny Storm.
Ugh,
I cannot. I do not like
I
this skin. This
is
is like one of my least favorite skins. I don't like it.
Design.
I don't like it.
I wouldn't pay for that design.
Yep, they still have the really cool like Chinese New Year skins. They're actually on sale. This is 34% off. This is the Moon Knight skin. Yep. So that's cool that they actually, unlike Fortnite, they actually do sales for the skin.
Yeah,
I like that. That's pretty cool.
Maybe they'll get rid of some of the skins eventually.
No, they haven't gotten rid of any skins, actually. Look. Fortnite's like, they get rid of... The Chinese New Year was at the beginning of the year.
I love Squirrel Girl's Chinese New Year costume.
Look at this, honey. This is stuff from back in December. Look.
And I love that one, Later Gator has that hawk.
Yeah, that's not a bad one.
I think that looks more like the movie.
But what I like about Marvel Rivals is they don't have, like... When... Multiverses, DC, when they had, like, something happen, it was a limited time, right? None of these skins are a limited time. You can go back and buy them whenever you want.
I love the fluffy pink one for the little shark.
I don't like that magic skin. It doesn't compliment her. I don't like that one.
Yeah, I mean, like, it's kind of neat when you have more, because now you can pick which Ronin one did you want. No, this is not my favorite.
No, I don't like that one either. It's not very flattering. You would like something like that. Yeah, you like that. You like the Punisher. But that's what I like about Marvel Rivals, too, is, like, you know, you see these skins, and it's like, there's so many of them that you're like, oh man, these are really cool.
And you have to save up to get
yeah, you have to save up to get them, and you don't have to worry about them disappearing from the shop, because they're still there. Like, that is a great Magneto skin. That's his classic look.
Yeah, I love that.
Yeah.
Put the red and purple in there. I do wish his hair was a little shorter on that, because it kind of, like, sticks out of his helmet.
Yeah.
But it's okay. I love that little pink Jeff the Shark.
This is still the Christmas stuff.
Oh my gosh, what is that? Why does it say 1 coin?
Where?
Jeff the Shark, why does it say, what does that mean?
That was a holiday thing, wasn't it?
Oh, so what does that mean? How can you earn this?
I don't know. I think that was a holiday thing. We missed that promotion. These are all special skins that were for some type of promotional thing. Oh, they put Scarlet Witch MCU behind that? Oh.
Oof, we didn't get her in time.
Nope. We didn't get that. Actually, click on this. What does it say? Obtain to complete this, what?
You have to complete event missions to get her now.
Ah.
So that she's still available, but now at one time you could buy it.
One time you could buy it. Oh,
so
wow,
now,
look, they did this to a
so
Psylocke.
now you can't get her, you can't buy her anymore with money.
No.
You have to complete missions to
So,
get her.
this character skin that we got a long time ago, there's an all white and gold variant coming out. Be sometime this summer. So they're bringing back the Vengeance look, but it's Psylocke's face is not going to be as pale because this is supposed to be an evil version of her. So it's going to be Psylocke's regular complexion, and it's going to be white and gold. And they'll have a variant. I think they're having a variant for Wolverine too, with his orange and like this one. I think they're going to do the orange and tan and gold or something.
So Later Gator is saying, to answer the question about Cloak and Dagger, in the comics, even though they're not together, I mean, I was just looking at online, they're not together in the comics right now, but in the game lore, Later Gator's saying that he heard they are together in the game.
Well, yeah, because, I mean, the Chinese people that would remember that.
You can still buy those, but how? It didn't say you could buy them. We just clicked on it.
What is this?
It didn't say we just clicked on it, though. And it didn't say we could buy it. Like, it didn't have any option for real money. Unless you can buy those green tokens with real money.
What is this about? Cerebral files? Oops. I don't know what I just did. I don't know what this is about. This is X-Men stuff. That looks like Gambit right there, Amber. See this guy here? This looks like Gambit.
Yeah, that looks like it could be Gambit.
I don't
Wait,
I don't know who that
well,
is.
that's, I mean, I think these are people that are already in the game. That looks like Black Panther down at the bottom.
Yeah,
that
looks like the Black Panther.
That kind of, the one you said looks like Gambit. I think that's Wolverine.
You think that's Wolverine?
And I have no idea who that person is down there.
And then if you do this, you can get a Manta floral skin.
That would be cute.
I don't know how that works. That's interesting. So they're saying you actually can still buy stuff in the store?
I don't know. I mean, I know we can still buy stuff.
Just tokens. Whoops. Store. Sorry guys, they're just looking around. So we're in costumes.
I don't know how to buy the green tokens.
Oh, you can still buy her. Never mind.
Oh! Alright, thank you, KO, and
okay,
anyone
yeah,
else.
you can still buy her.
So but that's not MCU.
Yes, it is.
Oh, you're right.
You can buy all these skins still.
Okay, so I'm wrong.
So they give
Sorry
you
about that, guys.
the
I thought that
no.
they took it away from
they
us.
give an option of, if you don't want to spend money, you could actually unlock some of these skins
some of them
through
event
stuff.
Events and
Yeah.
missions. Oh wow, that's neat. So they give you the option. It's just another way you could earn them. Okay. Oh, well, I don't know if we ever got. I think you had to, did you have to play more matches with orange?
I don't know how it works.
Hi, Link. He's like, somebody said orange and I'm a cat.
Hi, Linky.
I guess I didn't get the rest of it, but I did get the orange Venom skin.
I'm guessing this Black Panther skin will come when Ultron releases, because right now only Emma Frost is new, right? Is Ultron also out too? Let's see. I see...
No, Ultron isn't here yet.
Ultron's not in here yet?
I don't see him.
We're gonna keep looking. I don't see Ultron, actually.
Yeah, I just see Emma Frost.
I just see Emma Frost right now. Okay, so Ultron's later. Okay. Alright. Ooties, change hero.
Oh, that's very sweet of you. It says, Later Gator was trying to gift us the Free Fall Hawkeye skin.
Oh.
There's a new gifting mechanic.
Oh, wow.
I have to get more coins to unlock it, though. That's very sweet of you, Later Gator. Thank you for thinking of us.
That's very sweet, thank you.
He will come out in May, says Garrett.
Okay.
6 weeks for the mid-season, says Jotaro.
Okay. Alright, so, the rule of today's thing is, guys, this is an Emma Frost showcase, so, people who play with us, do not pick Emma Frost. Resist the urge to play as Emma Frost, because it's all about the showcase. That makes sense? That makes sense. You guys are doing great with the shorts. Just keep watching the shorts in the background. Thank you very much. Wait, that's not the shorts. One sec, sorry about that.
Actually,
What?
oh, I thought you were using mine.
No. I hit the wrong button. Yep, you guys are doing great with the shorts, so let's keep up with that. Alright, so Garrett has sent an invite. Bam. And Garrett has the cool Ultron banner. Later Gator has sent an invite. Spidey has sent an invite, and Amber needs to send an invite.
I don't know. Is this the right team or?
I don't know. Oh yeah, there you go. All right, we got our first team.
Thanks for inviting me later, Gator.
Emma Frost. All right, so we have our first team, guys. Stay on board because we'll get other people in. We will get other people here.
Alright, so we've got Garrett, later Gator, me, and Spidey 25.
That would make a great Halloween
You
showcase.
still haven't showcased Wolverine.
I know. Just seeing if they had anything.
Van Helsing Wolverine.
Nope, they still don't have. You're right. That is Wolverine. That's not Gambit. You're right. So because the collar there, it looked like Gambit's jacket. That's Wolverine that they're displaying on the other thing.
Oh, that's perfectly okay. Look at. Well,
Oh, I just realized her boots have X's on them. She's like a giant X-Men.
yeah.
But I don't like the coattails. She would have looked better with a cape.
Storm has like X's on her too.
Well, yeah, she's an X-Men. So even the back, look at that. That's an X on her back. Where else is there X's? There's X there. There's technically X's on her arms. There's a V there, no X. And then she has X on her boots. That's funny. Okay.
Well, she is wearing boots, so there's one accurate thing to her cost. But yeah, it would have been nicer if she had a longer coat.
I don't like the blue lipstick, though. It should be a different color. It should be like white lipstick or something. Because I think she has white lipstick. The blue it makes you think that she has like ice powers or something. She's supposed to be like a diamond. So.
Oh, yeah, also the blue...
The blue lipstick is not very flattering.
Yeah, I mean, I guess I'm not supposed to say my opinion, but I have to agree, like, I mean, it's kind of cute. It makes her look modern, because in modern... Like, they try to push that on us ladies all the time. Like, they're always, like, putting that on, like, you know, Vogue and everything are all like, it's in to wear blue lipstick, or purple, or even green. Just wear it out on a night out, or wear it to work with your friends, or... going out, you know, hanging out with people. It's like, really? I'm gonna wear green or blue lipstick while I'm hanging out with my friends at the mall? Really? Okay. Please. I'm not doing that. Maybe if I was dressing up in a costume, but, I mean, it's cute, though. It's supposed to look more modern. It's supposed to look quirky. It's the same as if you, like, added, like, you know, like, they have, like, blue mascara, purple mascara.
That's what she's supposed to look like. So she's supposed to have, like, kind of blackish or, like, a dark red lipstick.
Oh, yeah.
The blue with the yellow hair doesn't work. And also, look at it, her original costume doesn't have, like, blue anywhere. It's all white, because she's the White Queen. She's supposed to have, like, this, like, very, like, feathery cape at the top to look like a royal cape. Because they used to have, like, bushy capes, like royalty, and then it's just supposed to be all white. And then you could either give her a bathing suit top or whatever. But I mean, you could have just gotten away with, like, doing a regular one piece, but whatever. I think the blue and the white clashes. I don't like the blue and the white.
Yeah,
I
mean,
can't stand the blue lipstick.
You know, like blue and purple and green lipstick and orange lipstick and all these colors that they try to like say are like, oh, this is more modern and fun. It just doesn't look like as flattering. Like if you had a shade of pink or red, it would look more flattering and more natural. It is what it is. They're trying to be more modern.
Yeah, I know. There's a possibility that someone could take it, but if we play with 6 people, what's going to happen is, if we play with 6 people, we're going to get all tryhards.
That's a chance we're willing to take because we don't want the tryhards.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly, Miss Deanna. Miss Deanna says, I was wondering why she kind of looked, weird. She's wearing blue lipstick, but she doesn't have ice power. She has diamond power, for crying out loud.
Right, so she usually wears all white. The blue lipstick, it doesn't make her look very feminine, though.
Yeah, no offense, I'm not trying to be offensive, but they always do this. I always see this on fashion shows and stuff. And they try to get, like, even, you know, like, when they're trying to do a makeover for girls, they're like, this is in now. This is in. Just wear this blue or green lipstick out. Just wear it outside your house. It's completely normal. Everyone's doing it now. When nobody is doing that, like, literally, you go to the mall or to a restaurant, nobody is having blue lipstick. Like, they keep trying to push this on us, and it's not what is happening in real life.
Well, let me explain the difference, okay? So, Jean Grey is a very conservative, you know, whatever, like, modest girl. She wears light pink lipstick. Emma Frost is a very out there, you know, look at me type of girl. She wears very bold, dark red lipstick. So most of the X-girls, like, they wear, like, you know, kind of pink or lightish color lipstick to kind of blend in with their natural skin color. Emma Frost stands out.
Yeah.
She's supposed to stand out. But the blue is not flattering for her. It makes her look not as pretty.
Maybe they'll have certain costumes of her where she'll just have, like,
well, I mean, she has black lipstick with the other...
well, there you go. Maybe her lips will change.
Black lipstick.
But yeah, I mean, like, definitely. Like, if it's a shade of somewhat reddish, or pink, I think it just looks better, but...
Yeah.
Whatever. Like, that's just how... Yeah. It's not a huge problem. I mean, she's just supposed to look quirky, but the fact that, yeah, it is kind of distracting, I agree.
They might have done that so that people aren't looking at other assets of her.
Ha 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 ha, maybe it's kind of like, yeah, look over here. I mean, people would say the same thing for, like some people feel the same way about unnatural hair color, though. Like, in reality, like, some people don't like that. So. But I feel like it's almost worse on your people. It's almost more distracting. Imagine going to a business meeting and you're just, like, hanging out and you have this bright blue lipstick on and, you know, you're at a job interview and they're just like, is there something wrong with your lips? It's like, oh no, I'm on trend. It's like, okay.
Alright.
It's no more distracting than people wearing shoes without socks in them. I was wearing a business suit with nice shoes and no socks at all. I couldn't help but notice somebody that I recently interacted with. Both of them were wearing shoes with no socks, and it was just very disturbing to me. I was like, what?
The tryhards are out in full force today, Garrett. Yeah, that's because, like, new season.
I'm glad that I got to get that off my chest, though, because I've always felt I wasn't gonna care. See, for me, seeing her with a blue lipstick, I thought, oh, she's frozen. Her lips are so cold.
Yeah, because
that's what I was thinking.
Yeah.
That's what I was thinking here. The fact that she has ice, or that she has diamond powers, it's like, oh.
Yeah, she can turn herself into... Not only is she a psychic, but she has the ability to transform her body into a solid diamond.
Then it should just be white, or black, or just regular.
Oh, no.
Oh, well.
We were about to get a point, but then they're like, no. Oh, he died anyway. Hi, Loki. We actually did get a point against the tryhards. They're gonna be super mad.
Judge,
And here they come.
jury,
Here comes Cap. There he is.
Oh!
Wait, he has a red, white, and blue like trail now he leaves when he runs? That's kind of cool. It's like almost like an American flag trail now. That's new. No, it is. I've never seen a red, white, and blue trail when he's doing stuff.
I just thought of a fun outfit for Captain America.
What?
Instead of a red, white, and blue suit, he should represent what America really stands for. He should have a suit made with dollar signs that's for money.
Ah! That's funny. That's funny.
I think that would be fun. I can't... So far, they've been kind of respectful, though.
He always had the red, white, and blue thing on the ground? I've never seen it before.
I've never seen it before either. Maybe I just don't play with him that much. I don't know.
I mean, I've had Captain
that.
America chase after me. I've never seen the trail before. Maybe they fixed it with the update or something. I don't know.
30 seconds
Look at it! It's a diamond!
Yeah, it's a diamond. She's diamond stuff.
You must teach me some of your chaos magic, Wanda.
Diamonds are a girl's best friend.
I think you know quite enough about chaos as it is.
A kiss on the hand can be quite sentimental, but diamonds are a girl's best friend.
Battle starts in 5,
Mm-hmm.
4, 3, 2, 1.
So, one of the game collections I was looking forward to, they might have ruined it. So, apparently they redid all of the dialogue of the Lunar games, and the Lunar games used to have references to, like, Arnold Schwarzenegger,
Oh no!
and, like, Sailor Moon, and,
Why
like,
did they redo the dialogue?
because it wasn't, you know. Also, I mean, the
Oh,
girl
no.
Luna couldn't sing.
They probably redid the dialogue because they felt that it wasn't, you know, like some of the jokes like in it were like
They were super corny to begin with.
Like Luna, you could come, but you're bad at singing, or something like that.
No,
or-
they never said she was bad at singing.
Oh, but they did kind of have some savage remarks in some of the jokes. I did notice, and I thought, oh my gosh, I can't believe they put that in there. So maybe they felt that the audience was too sensitive. That's what I think. I think they redid it because I think they thought the audience was too sensitive for the jokes. That seems kind of mean that they would redo it. Because the dialogue was funny.
The dialogue was very funny because it was a product of the 90s, so of course the dub would be different. Yeah. So I reached out to their content creator program because I don't want to pay for it, but if they give it to us, like, I'll do a stream on it. Comes out on April 18th, so I signed up for their creator thing. And we've worked with Gun Ho before.
Yeah.
They actually liked our sponsored Mandraco series for Grandia.
Oh yeah, that's right.
They'd show up every once in a while and be like, "Oh yeah, you're replaying this game. It's awesome."
Control walls.
Get rid of me so easily, I'm afraid.
Dun-dun-dun. Dun-dun-dun. Yeah, the Grandia thing was really good. So yeah, I'm a little devastated about the whole Lunar thing, but I mean, as long as they don't do anything weird like change the actual, you know, the way the characters behave, like as long as one of them doesn't come out and say, hey, I identify as this now, I mean, it's fine, I guess. But it had like this whole quirky humor that was just funny. It was random. It's like, why in the world would some fantasy character be talking about like Michael Keaton or something? It's like, what? It was just like
Yeah,
it was just an inside joke.
It was like how what they did with Sergeant Frog.
Yeah.
Where they took the jokes that could only be understood in Japan that wouldn't make any sense in America, so then they just made their own version of it in America. They rewrote it to reference American franchises.
Right. thought I could go after their white queen.
I'm sorry, honey. I can try to stand behind you if you want to
Oh, you're
heal
fine.
you.
Remember, guys, to watch the shorts to keep the stream going, okay? Oops. Well, at least this match was closer. I think it was closer.
Well done.
I'm doing great, Ange. So has your Xbox earned any free skins or anything yet, or no?
I actually don't know, Luke.
Your powers are mine!
I don't know.
Judge, jury, executioner!
Killed my doppelganger. Great.
You get a weapon! You get a weapon!
Be nice if we could win this one.
Everybody needs a hand sometimes. You're doing better than they are.
Judge, jury, executioner!
Alright, we won one. Tied. Tie game.
What?
Nice job, team. Way to go. How do I feel about Val Kilmer's passing? It was always sad when somebody passes away. You know, Val Kilmer was a pretty good Batman. You know, I think that he was a very inspirational person for having lost his voice and found other ways of communicating with people, like through AI and machines and stuff. That was kind of cool. He didn't actually die from his cancer, though. He got pneumonia. The problem is, when you get cancer, even if you survive it, your immune system is weakened, so even like the flu can kill you if you're not careful. So he got pneumonia, and his body was already very weak from his fight against cancer, so he died. You know?
Terrible.
Mm-hmm.
All you need to do is capture the mission area. Got it?
Yep. It was very sad.
We have demons to slay. What are we waiting for?
Sorry.
It's okay. I hope that Warner Brothers will release a win, and Val Kilmer was trying for years to release the Schumacher cut of Batman Forever, which is the director's vision of what, you know, they wanted for Batman Forever that the studio said no to. And he was trying for, like, around the 30th anniversary, he really wanted to get that released, because 1995 would be the 30th anniversary. It's sad that Val died the same year of the 30th anniversary of Batman Forever. Like, one of his favorite roles is the year that he passes away. It's kind of sad. And it was also hard because people didn't understand if it was real or not, because he passed away on April Fool's Day.
Oh my gosh.
So, like, there were all these people going around saying, no, he's not dead, and his daughter had to come to the internet, and she was very distraught, and she says, my father really did pass away, and it's like, oh my god. Because even at first, I was like, this is bait. I don't believe Val Kilmer's dead today, because today's April 1st.
Yeah, that's hard.
It is hard, because the internet always, you know, does stuff to make it look like...
Because the internet's crazy.
Yeah. Exactly.
And nothing is sacred to them.
Mm-mm.
Like, they just joke about people dying like it's nothing.
You can't be rid
Yep.
of me so easily, I'm afraid.
So it was hard. That was the hardest thing for me, is, like, you know, realizing that he was sick for years after his fight with cancer, and he lost his ability to talk.
I'm ready to soar.
And, you know, a lot of people are always very dismissive of AI, but, like, he championed AI because AI was able to do things that helped, you know, like him being able to speak again. Exactly.
Like, it wasn't all bad.
Right, it wasn't all there. I mean, some things about AI is bad, but I think people are very dismissive against AI completely, because for YouTubers, AI is a great asset, because not everybody, like they say, just hire artists. It's like, do you have any idea how expensive artists are?
It like costs money per picture.
Yeah, per picture, and also, like, artists, they aren't, they can't make stuff as fast. Like, I'll give you an example. Most, unless you get a discount, most artists charge YouTubers regardless of your size. They don't charge you based on how many subscribers you have. They have a flat rate. So if you want like a cool image that you've seen Amber and I in anime art, it's $120 for what they call a half art. And a half art is basically your arms, your torso, your head. And if you do legs, then they'll charge you $200 or more. So,
Yeah,
I mean, whereas AI, you type in anime style, Sword Art Online, character, cosplay, blah, 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 whatever, you know?
Yeah, if you're making a lot of thumbnails, it can add up to a lot. So, you know, you'd have to like be an artist yourself and be a YouTuber to actually keep drawing all that.
Exactly.
Plus, if you have an idea, it takes them a long time to make it. Like, oh, okay, commission it, and I'll get that in a month or 2 months or 3 months. It's like
It's usually about 2 weeks.
it's like, oh, okay. Well,
About-
I know, but
yeah.
it's like if you need to release a video tomorrow, you can't really.
Well, usually what we would do when we would commission artists, it'd be like, we have a series coming out in 2 months. We need this art done in like 3 weeks so we can start, you know, making the thumbnails for it. And that's what we would do. So we never, I don't think I ever reached out to somebody and said, I need this week. It was always like, this is a 2-week deadline, blah, 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 blah. But yeah, artists were very, very expensive. So with AI, you just, you know, type in what you want, background. Like I did. The background that you see for this thumbnail is AI. I typed in fancy party, you know, kind of Renaissance-y, and they came up with that. And it was nice. A little red and diamond-y thing. It cost like, I don't know, $15, something like that. And it was very, very cheap. The only problem with AI art is like every type of AI art looks the same when you do people. Like everybody can tell it's AI because the features are and the anatomy is very much the same all the time. But the backgrounds, AI art is perfect for backgrounds. It really is. Nice job, Spidey, on the MVP. Good job.
Great job, everyone.
Good job, Spider Keith.
Judge, jury, executioner.
Remember, guys, click the shorts.
Don't mess with the amazing
Don't mess with
Spider-Man.
Amazing Spider-Man. It's kind of a superhero day today. So you got Marvel Rivals and then Alpha's Batman stream is tonight.
Yeah, definitely.
Which is going to be interesting. Extremely expensive for famous artists. Well, I mean, they
Well-
charge the same rate for every YouTuber.
Yeah, and I mean, I guess they're sort of famous, but they're mainly just people that work on YouTube like regularly to do art. But
Yeah,
I guess-
before artists used to like work with a lot of YouTubers, you could contract somebody on Patreon. They'd be like, all right, we'll do half art for like 60, 70 bucks or something like that. It's like, okay, yeah. So I would get like, I'd get several art pieces done. So I would have them and we would use those for our thumbnails. But you notice we don't really commission a lot of art anymore because like it's too expensive.
I have it written down for today, Alpha, but if there's some reason that it's not gonna work.
Oh,
for me-
Alpha's here?
I know. He said, "Wait, I had it written down April 11th. Alpha.
Yeah, Amber had it scheduled for you unless you don't want to do it. If you don't want to do it, I have a mystery game set up, so it's up to you, Alpha.
He said, "I forgot." Well, you guys can work it out. I'll figure it. I have it written down Alpha 11th, Naomi the 13th.
We had to erase Fortnite in order to... There was a 14 gigabyte update on PS5 for Marvel Rivals. I don't even think they released a new stage, did they? They just added new buffs and nerfed some characters and stuff like that. So the update file with the new character and the season pass was 14 gigabytes.
Oh, I mean, I agree, Charles. I mean, I think that AI is... I mean, I don't know what... I mean, I am very... I mean, I don't know what you... I can read your comments. I don't read into it.
I see it as a tool as anything else.
Oh, yeah, I think it's very useful. Like, I agree with Luke, but I also agree with... because my worry is that is that robots... that the these robots that are extremely human, if you can't tell if it's a machine. Yeah, I mean, like, definitely.
Yeah, I could agree with that.
Like, yeah. It's, you know, and I think the first fear was like, oh, it's putting artists out of business, but, I mean, it's just like, I think you can only hold that off for too long. I think they're gonna make the fact that YouTube has to have, like, now when we upload, I mean, I understand, like, I get the AI was kind of getting out of hand, but, like, on YouTube, but I feel kind of bad because some of the AI channels were really funny, where they were pretending to be Keanu Reeves or something, or the AI voice with the presidents and stuff. It's like you can almost tell it was AI. Like, I don't really think it was in danger of hurting people's jobs, but I guess they thought it was. So, I mean, they don't really seem to care about hurting YouTubers' jobs anyway, because they're not paying their creators very much. I don't know why they're pretending like they're high and mighty, caring about YouTubers' jobs.
Yeah.
Like, YouTubers probably wouldn't even be using AI art if YouTube was actually paying them a decent salary so we could hire artists.
We'll get you next one, Dozen R. Alright, guys, so this group of people is going to be... This team will consist of Amber, myself, Cosmic, Lord Mafia, and Charles Demers. Yes?
Oh, sorry. Yeah, thank you, Alpha. I'm sorry I didn't read your comments. Oh, I almost forgot. I just remembered. Oh, okay. I get it, Alpha. Sorry about that. You're good to go for today. Thank you, Alpha. Yeah, I mean, it doesn't matter. Like, it doesn't even matter to me. Like, I won't even, you know, it's whatever you guys want to do. That sounds good, Alpha.
All right, ready?
Man, I have had, I don't know, guys, for the past month, I don't know. I just don't know what's happening to me. My legs have just been hurting so much.
I'm sorry.
I have to, like, figure out what's wrong with me. I think I'm just not sleeping enough.
Could be.
You'll need a top-notch team to win this one.
No way, that guy got her so fast. Wow.
Well, he picked her up.
Sorry, guys.
He could just be one of the other blonde characters that look... I'm just kidding. I don't know. I'm being such a jerk. There, yeah, be the other ice person. Could always be the other ice person. There you go. You can be her.
Could be Malice.
Sue Storm. You didn't really get, yeah.
No, that person was real fast with with Emma. Yeah. See, I told you. Yeah, I saw that red lightning. We're still gonna try.
We've done a lot of these matches where we've done 5. And I've had people take my character a lot when I'm showcasing things, and, you know, I'd rather someone take my character once in a while than me having to deal with tryhards.
Yeah.
I mean, at least we're still getting to play the game, so...
If it gets really bad where people continually take the character, then, like, we'll do 6. And then we know we're gonna lose, but, you know.
Which female mutant is more evil, Mystique or Emma Frost? I don't know.
They're both about... Well, while Mystique was super evil and Emma Frost was super evil at one point, now they're not.
Well, you guys have to realize, like, you know, we've already said we're doing 5.
Unless it gets to the point where we can't show the character at all.
We'll be able to show it again. It's not everyone's gonna always take it right away. Or all of us could grab it really quick at the beginning. Everyone could go for Emma Frost, and then one of us could slowly get off of Emma Frost. So Luke could grab it. I could try to grab... Wait, what category is she under? Bruiser, or...
Why is she just standing there?
Wow. I was gonna say, I hope a hater didn't join your party so they could take Emma Frost from you and just stand there. Let me just see where she is so I can get a better idea of how to get her. Where is Emma Frost? She's all the way up here by Thor. Alright, so next time I'll try to grab her. And then after the other person picks their thing, then I'll just get off of
I'm staying behind Emma, so at least she shows up on her screen.
There you go. Where are you?
I'm dead. I was killed by the same guy again.
I'll fight for my family until the end.
Oh my gosh, these people are after me.
Yeah, you're a healer, honey. Kill the healers. That's what you do.
Kill the healer, kill the healer, kill the healer. Ah! Oh my gosh. Whoa, 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 whoa. Oh, hi, Link. Oh, I'm moving my foot a lot, and Link is like looking at my foot like, tasty.
Yeah, this dude is purposely. This is no accident. This guy is screen watching. I'm gonna report him. Like he's purposely that's 4 times in a row. So I'm reporting that guy. There's Emma Frost dead on the ground.
Okay, thanks later, Gator.
That is not a coincidence.
What, the guy came after you?
Yeah, he killed me 3 times in a row.
I don't know where you went. Oh, there you were. I'll try to find you.
Oh wow, he's got the fancy Hulk.
A little help, please. No worries.
I suppose that helped.
I don't know what that does. That heals us?
Look behind you.
Our enemy has been spotted.
We've got trouble.
Tremble before fast!
Yeah, there he is again. Could I get this screen watcher off me, please?
I'm altered.
No worries.
I'm actually thankful I was killed by somebody different. Hello. Meow, meow, meow.
Thought you wouldn't see me again?
Alright.
Hello, Link.
Get in there.
Na, na, na,
Little
da,
cat
da, da, da. I'll only report the guy if he keeps doing it on purpose. Like, you're not allowed to do that. You can't watch somebody stream and then continually kill them over and over again. I will report you. You don't want to be reported, don't do it. 3 or 4 times in a row is not a accident. That's deliberate. I mean, come on.
Only 60 seconds left.
Sorry, honey.
It's okay. I'm just saying. Like, this is being done on purpose now. Because he's purposely ignoring Amber.
For my family until the end.
So yeah, if he keeps it up, I'm gonna flag him. 100%.
Clearly you needed some help. Down to 30 seconds.
Like, I mean, why wouldn't I? The dude's cheating.
That's understandable.
Yeah, I mean, I can be reasonable about it. The dude doesn't want to be reasonable, so why would I be like, oh, I don't care.
I got you covered.
Actions have consequences.
I know, honey, I've seen you. I've been targeted before as I play as on Fortnite and stuff. I didn't even believe that Luke was always being targeted, and then I played as him, and I was like, people were targeting me when I played as Kwing, and I was like, oh my gosh. Never mind.
Yeah.
These people are targeting me.
No, it's just the Black Panther player that's doing it
Vehicle
consecutively.
to its destination.
The fact that there were 2 healers right near him and he only killed me and he didn't kill you just shows that it's not just a guy who's like going around trying to wipe out the healers. He's purposely hunting me for some reason. Maybe a jilted activist, I don't know.
I don't know.
Right, if he's a... Like I said, I was standing right next to Amber, who's also a healer, and he didn't even go after her.
I'm
Your reign just came to an end, T'Challa.
If I was killing healers, I'd kill both of them, especially when there was nobody else around.
my thanks, healer.
Alright.
Where's our people? Oh, they already went.
I've been live streaming for 12 years. I know when someone is screen watching. You can tell. You can tell.
Well, if I thought someone was screen watching me, I would just report or block them.
Well, yeah, of course. I mean, I'm 100% gonna block him. I haven't decided if I'm gonna report him or not, but I'm gonna block him.
No little hush, please.
Come on, Loki, I'm not falling for that.
Especially if he happens to get MVP for like targeting me over and over and over and over again.
Sorry, honey.
Oh, it's fine. I deal with this stuff all the time. It's a part of streaming.
It's like I deal with people targeting me.
Kwings drive-by petting.
I was fine, but thank
Like
you.
people see me on the couch, I'm busy doing my own thing.
He's not usually between both of us, though. Usually he picks a side, either your side or my side.
Nice. Private police. They don't care about that. Like a day at the spa.
Yeah, if anybody could purposely target the Panther player for me, that would be great. He's becoming a hindrance. Give him a taste of his own medicine and just kill him as soon as he spawns. That'd be funny. Make him rage quit. I'll teach him.
Get you to Budokan before you know it.
Down to 30 seconds.
I would do it myself, but I'm just a healer, so.
Almost there. Don't turn back now.
Especially if you could do that for me, Cosmic, that'd be great.
Fire about to-
Oh, I know. I'm talking to the really good players like Charles and Cosmic. They'd be able to do that.
Let's keep fighting until we have a winner. Vehicle reached a checkpoint. Keep up.
Yeah, I know. See? He killed both Taylors.
I won't disappear so easily.
I'm hoping to be able to show Emma Frost's special ability if somebody plays as Magneto. But like you said, Red, it's going to be tough to do it unless we do teams of 6, so we'll see. The only way I'm switching to teams of 6 is if we can't show Emma at all, like the next match or something like that. Because matches take a while. They're about 10 or 15 minutes a match. Depends. Especially depends on the player that you're going against.
I wouldn't want. If we do teams of 6, it's just gonna make people hate the stream.
I got your back.
People will just be angry because it'll just leave a bad taste in everyone's mouth. Because we'll just end up fighting against people that aren't very nice.
Yeah, I know that, Amber, but also it's an Emma Frost showcase. We can't only show the character one time. So
I'm
you
sure.
and I have a difference of doing things. So I'm here to show off the new character. If people continue to take the new character, I'm gonna have
It's
to do
only been
teams.
taken one time.
Right.
This is our second match.
I know.
Surely you needed some help.
Pep in my step.
I'm assuming this heals people. The disappear things. All right, good job, team.
Another epic victory.
Oh, Cosmic is eating dinner? He left? Lord Mafia gets MVP. Very nice.
Yeah, but we can still have someone play as Magneto even if we have a team of 5.
Yeah, of course we can. What's up, buddy? Okay, that's weird. Why is it not going to the thing?
Also, I noticed that a lot of people, they want a team of 6 until they actually get into the match. Then they want a team of 5 because when they're actually playing, they don't want to play against tryout cards.
Well, the guy's going to make it hard for me to find him. So he was watching the stream. He changed from playing as Black Panther to somebody else.
I don't know what their name was.
I don't know what his name is either.
I'm
I can't tell.
sorry.
I think it might be this guy. But that shows Wolverine.
Yeah, you can see the people they did play as.
Yeah, I can't see Black Panther. I don't know where they are. But you could tell they were watching the stream because
Yeah,
they changed
but
the character.
Every showcase we do is people coming out today. And we've already been over this like literally dozens of times on other streams.
Who's I am cheese? Oh, Cosmic had to leave. Oh, okay.
Don't mess with the amazing Spider-Man!
No. Oh, wait, it's not hacking the game. It's called stream sniping. It's when you purposely watch somebody stream so you can find them and kill them over and over again so you can get more points. That's what it is. It's a thing. It's been a thing for a long time. Ever since live streaming happened, like, 15 years ago, there are people that do that. It's an easy victory because you can find where the person is, you can kill them repeatedly. So, I mean, the dude was stream sniping, and then because he didn't want me to ban or, like, you know, whatever it is, report him.
But it was the Mantis player.
It's the Mantis player? Okay, thank you.
Oh, wait, it says it was Silent Night 5.
Thank you. Yeah, it's not just... Red Lightning, you don't understand. It's not just because I'm the healer. Repeatedly killing the same character over and over again, that's not dive playing. That's being a... Well, I'm not going to say that word, but... He's purposely doing it to try to get easy kills. I know what he's doing, and he's going to pay for it. It's that simple. Play stupid games, win stupid prizes.
Your reign just came to an end, T'Challa.
You can't do that kind of stuff. Like, if it was just once in a while, that's one thing, but he was doing it to farm kills. I'm not stupid.
He probably knows you don't play this game a lot and was waiting for your trophies.
Maybe. Or he might just be on YouTube in general, but the fact that he got off the Black Panther player real fast, I mean, it proves that I was correct.
So I'm fine, don't mind me.
Yeah. And the fact that he's trying to dodge me by changing his character, that's, you know, it's pretty evident.
It's okay, honey. You can't expect people to understand.
Well, no, I mean...
Unless they were actually, you know, playing... If they've been a streamer themselves, then they'd know.
Exactly. So you're saying it's Silent Night? Thank you.
That's what people are saying. Thanks, everyone.
Alright, let's bring in the next group. Thanks for playing, guys. That was Lord Mafia and... Well, Cosmic had to bounce.
Lord Mafia, Charles, and Cosmic.
Cosmic left, so...
He had to eat dinner.
Okay. So, Cosmic, we'll get you in later. Remove. Amber, you stay in.
Okay.
Makes it easier. Alright, 205. Team 3. Let's not grow up. You're lucky I didn't report him. Keep it up. Keep defending a jerk. See what happens. You never ever take the side of the enemy. Doesn't work that way. Who's Derek? Do you know who this is? Derek C.O. Cryo?
It might be Derek in the chat. Derek, aren't you?
Derek, is this you?
There is a Derek in the chat.
That's you? Okay, Derek. Alright, Derek, you're in. Okay, so this team will consist of Slime King, Jacob Orion, and... Wait, why does it say Slayer God? Where did Derek go? Derek, are you Slayer God? No, you're not. Weird. Hang on. Why? No, yeah, that's Derek. Alright, so we don't want Slayer God next time. Cool skin, by the way. There you go. Okay, so Derek, Jacob Orion, Slime King, me, and Amber. Now, if the next player takes Emma, because that last match lasted for 16 minutes, the next match will be a team of 6. So it all depends if this person gets Emma or not.
Right, I'm gonna try to go for Emma as well.
Okay.
Since I know she's on the very top. Later Gator was saying tank.
She's on the very top.
Tank character.
Get ready.
So I'm going for it.
Here we go.
If you want, I could try out Magneto if you want to try the move.
It depends. That's a
Depends, there's
cool
so many
looking
takes.
Ultron thing there. I have no idea who that is.
Pick your hero or villain.
I got her.
I'm not judging.
Okay, I was going.
You can try Magneto if you want.
Alright, we'll try her move, I guess. Alright, I'm gonna try Magneto even though I'm bad at him.
Yeah, exactly what Garrett says. I don't mind people having dissenting opinions and stuff, but if you challenge the streamer, then you are going to get timed out. Like, if you start to get nasty about it, calling names, then you played yourself. Like, that's how it works. Like, we're pretty lenient about stuff, but if it gets nasty, then you only have yourself to blame for, like, any consequences that happen.
Also, it's like, people don't understand, there's only so much stress streamers can take. Like, if you already have someone, you know, you already hear a streamer saying, okay, this situation is stressing me out in the game, and then you come in the chat and are like, you know, making it even worse, being like, oh, you're just being like this, and, you know, making it, you know, you're literally poking and prodding to the point where, you know,
Is this
like,
new?
you know, you need to, like, not try to make the situation worse and be respectful.
I think this is a new... Wait, is this a new stage, or is this something we've done before?
This is new, I think.
You think this is new?
I've never been here. I think Magneto is very
Well, of course Magneto's slow, honey.
Looks like the mission area is yours to capture now.
I don't have to be the Punisher.
The mission area is yours.
This stage feels familiar to something, though.
It feels like it's similar to another stage.
It's similar to another stage?
Or maybe a couple stages.
Control lock. Exquisite. Strong together. A nice deep freeze. Sorry, no escaping us now.
I like that one thing they showed with,
A nice deep
there was a scene where Iron Man tried to do his thing, and somehow the White Queen was able to block his big attack.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, I don't know how she did that in the preview thing, but it looked kind of cool.
Yeah.
But then again, I'm not very good at these characters anyway. It's just a character showcase.
Right, exactly.
But I would like to look at several skins from Season 2 so far, so... If this stream does well, we'll do Omni Spider-Man this weekend. But remember, guys, the requirement on this channel is 1,000 views per series. So, Xenoblade will be back tomorrow because I hit 1,000. If this stream gets 1,000, we'll do Omni Spider-Man, which is the new Battle Pass skin that just came out. Is that the enemy, or is that... Who is that? Oh, that's our Iron Man. Whoa, I almost got shark.
I don't actually know how to do my team-up move, though.
I don't know.
You can always look on it on the... When we go back to the main
Isn't it
page-
usually triangle? Oh, you
Oh,
mean
yeah.
team up move. I was thinking like special thing like the
No.
Fantastic Four or like When I'm
No, it
Spider-Man
is.
and Venom, you hit triangle.
It is a special move, but I think everyone's team-up move is a different one.
I don't have anything called triangle. I don't have
But we're supposed to have a team-up move together.
Yeah, no, I think that's like team-up special move.
Oh.
Yeah. I could be wrong,
Well,
though.
I am at 85% on my special move.
Your battle raged on longer than any of us expected.
Oh,
Triangle says on later David.
yeah, I'm
Thank
pressing
you,
triangle.
ladies.
Nothing's happening. Did we lose or win that one? Oh, this is an X-Men stage. This is a cradle. Was that supposed to be the Savage Land and the cradle?
Yeah, there you go. Garrett says I'm a 7th grade teacher and I treat being a mod just like being a teacher.
There you go.
If you disrespect people, you have consequences.
Yeah.
Yeah. Thank you, Garrett. We appreciate that very much. It's actually very simple just to say things. Like, if somebody has a disagreement, they can just say it in a more respectful way. But when they're just being blatantly disrespectful, then it's just like, you know.
Yeah, and also I know that guy was watching because he literally changed from Black Panther when I started to call it out. If he wasn't watching the stream and just diving, then he would have played Black Panther the entire time. He was trying to evade like any type of consequences because he knew what he was doing.
The battle starts in 5,
I'm
3, 2,
preaching to the choir. I know what you're saying.
No, I know that.
all you
I'm
need
just
to do is capture the
I
mission
know you're
area.
talking in the
Got it?
microphone to other people.
Yeah.
I understand.
That increases my firepower.
But I didn't report him. I just blocked him, so I'll never play with him again.
What is your favorite break, Kwings?
Favorite break?
Christmas break, February break, or summer break?
Favorite break was always Christmas. I don't like the summer. Summer's hot. I live in air conditioning in the summer.
I always thought spring break was weird because I didn't see a purpose for it.
It wasn't very long, was it?
Like, I didn't see anything reason for it because they used to have it on Holy Week, so you could go to Maundy Thursday or wait, no, that was the short. So that you could go to Ash Wednesday and Good Friday and then Easter. But then they purposely made it not on Holy Week. So there was no reason. Then you still couldn't make the church services anyway. What was the whole reason of it was to have Easter break. You'd have to be able to go to the church service. Then they completely, so there was really no reason to even have it.
Maximum pulse.
Like,
Oh.
I just don't even see a purpose for it. I would mainly, on spring break, I would just be doing my homework all week anyway, and they would give me extra homework.
Right.
So I would just, I would almost be like I was in school. So.
Okay, guys, just a reminder, you have about 15 minutes to get the views up from the shorts.
I mean, summer break is the best because it's the longest.
Hang on, Amber. Yeah, you guys have about 15 minutes to get the views up from watching the shorts. You're running into the same situation from the Spider-Man showcase 4 weeks ago, where we had to terminate the stream immediately because, like, the views dipped too much. Remember, live streaming basically puts a stranglehold on the channel. So the only way to fight that is to, more or less... only way to fight that is to watch the shorts. Organic continued views. So you're at about, what are you right now? You're at about 1900, 1700, and slipping fast. So it can easily be corrected right now by watching the shorts in the background.
Waypoint.
If it doesn't change, we will have to terminate the stream. Because this is what happened last time with Marvel Rivals. Is
Oh yeah.
you're free to talk about whatever.
No,
I'm gonna monitor the situation.
Wow, schools in your area have Good Friday and off. Oh my gosh, Gary.
Wow, that's crazy. I don't
I've
think
never
I've ever had.
lived in an area with it off ever. And every area I've lived in, they purposely make it so that they will do it a week that's not. And they make sure that it's not off so that you have to call in to school. And if you do call into school to take it off to go to church, they're like, why?
Garrett, are you in Texas?
Why would you need to take it off for church? And it's like,
Because I never had Good Friday off when I went to school in New York and Illinois.
yeah, that's really interesting.
Are you in Texas or are you in Florida?
Because I was told by everyone in my town that everyone in Illinois used to have the entire Holy Week off. So they go all week to church, and And that was the whole reason why they had it, even it was Easter break. That was the entire reason, so everyone could make all the services. And then they just changed, just like how they changed from Christmas break, they changed it to say holiday break or winter break. Then they changed it from saying Easter break to saying spring break. And even Monday, Fat Tuesday, which is Mardi Gras, is actually based off of, you know, the Tuesday before, like, Lent. It's actually based off of that, so it's funny.
Am I even helping, like, being here in the circle? Like, am I actually helping the team at all?
Yeah, because you're in the circle.
Because I'm surviving? Because I really think I'm a bad player.
Well, I'll go in the circle. Luke, I have my super move. I don't know if we should wait to do ours together.
I don't have it. I haven't gotten the super move the entire time, honey. I would just use your super. Like, if you see bad guys, like, take them out.
I don't know how to use it. I just used it, but I don't think it did anything. Luke, you're not a bad player. I have people who mess with me too, like that, and continue to.
No, I mean, I like, hero shooters are not my forte. Like, the only reason I'm doing this anyway is because I don't do Overwatch. I do this, it has superheroes in it, so superheroes is my wheelhouse.
I know that.
So I give it a college try, so to speak. I can't hold them off for long, guys and gals. I need some backup here. I'm dead.
Sorry.
I tried. I held them off as long as I could.
You know what? I think I'm gonna be a different character because I'm not good with people. So I waited. I don't know how to do our move together. Hi, Emma.
I'm just like Fortnite. The only thing I'm good at is surviving.
Honestly, Luke, if you hadn't done Fortnite, you wouldn't have inspired me to try it. You actually inspire me to play a lot of games because you just do it casually and you don't do it for, like, trying to go out for blood or trying to do it for clout or trying to prove something.
I don't mind playing online with people and losing, but I can't stand stream snipers. I've had to deal with them in Fortnite. I have to deal with them in some looter games.
I just like how you like hanging out with people in your community. That's what my...
Well, I view streams as, like, community streams, a place where if people have the game, there's an opportunity for people to play if they want to.
Yeah, that's why
regardless of skill level.
That's honestly why I feel like people should be more respectful to you in the chat, because, like, everyone was, but there was just a couple people today, but I just, like...
As long as they don't question my authority, there's no problem. If they try to sidestep my authority, then there's problems.
It's like you're just trying to make a fun stream out of the goodness of your heart, and then people start, you know, being really mean about it.
So this whole place is an X-Men stage. You got Charles Xavier with Cerebro. Now you're like in an X-Men base. See the giant X?
Even when it clashes with my own son.
Oh,
that's kind of cool.
No, I don't see it.
There's X's all over the place. It's an X-Men level.
So what do you think? Never mind. Nothing.
I know Jeff ate me. I saw that. Okay, guys. You still are dropping. Still are dropping a lot. If this doesn't correct, the stream is going to have to end. Because we can't afford, like I said, the channel cannot afford to drop below 1,000 views in the evening. Like after 2 in the morning, that's fine, because as we told you, we can't correct it after 2 in the morning. There's nothing we can do. If they re-change our hourly views in the evening, the channel is finished. We will never be able to fix it. So you gotta watch those shorts. If you don't watch the shorts, this stream will have to end and the next one will have to begin. There's nothing I can do about it. The power is up to you guys. Either you do or you don't. If you don't, then you know the stream is ending. So that's what it is. It happened the same way with Spider-Man. Like, there's no stabilization.
So, do you think the character looks cute, or do you think they should have redesigned her to make her have longer hair and her, like, coat and stuff?
I don't like the tails. They should have given her a white cape. If they would have given her a white cape, she looks too much like a character that uses ice.
Yeah.
She looks too much like a character that would use, like, water elements with white and blue. If they would have given her an all-white cape with, like, the thing in the back.
Yeah.
And it's not like you can see her rear end anyway, because she has the coattails on her. You know?
Right.
So, like, her having a cape would have been more in brand with her character.
Yeah. I don't
So,
understand why they were doing that.
It is what it is. I mean, it's not terrible, but I don't. The blue lipstick is just, I don't like it. She looks too much like a burlesque person, or like she doesn't look like a seductress, because a seductress wouldn't wear blue lipstick.
Seeing her wear the blue lipstick kind of reminds me of this one time when I was talking to my friend who didn't wear any makeup, and like I was in high school and I was just trying out makeup and stuff like that. My friend was really upset with me that I had like tried to wear makeup and stuff, and she's like, she goes to me when she was driving me home from something. She said, well, if I ever wore makeup, I would just wear really strange colors, and I would just put purple lipstick on and yellow stuff all over my eyes. She said, there's no point in making it look natural, and I didn't respond to her at all, because I was thinking, it's like that is the whole point of it, is to try to make it look natural, like to enhance your regular features. Like
if
it
she,
looks too weird. Like if you would do that with the crazy colors.
If Emma would have had like pink or dark red lipstick, it would make her like facial features look better.
It's a whole, and that's what I always thought the point. Yeah, exactly. It's supposed to enhance it, make you just pop out some like of your features.
Basically, the blue lipstick almost gives her kind of like a masculine look to her, because it distracts the rest of your view away from her face and more in her like chest area and her thighs and things like that. So you're not really looking at her face, and she looks like a pretty character. But the blue eyeliner and the blue lipstick, if it was like black eyeliner to make her eyes pop, because she has naturally blue eyes with like.
Yeah, you need to give her a makeover.
No, it's not a makeover. Just be very simple. She just needs, like, she always has dark red lipstick.
Yeah.
It's supposed to be more seductress.
Yeah, I mean,
That's
like...
just like Poison Ivy. Poison Ivy has both, like, dark red lipstick and she has black lipstick.
Yeah, the black wouldn't look as bad as the blue. Oops.
It had this stuff pop up. I can't remember. But yeah, I mean, I don't care about losing all the time. I just don't like when people purposely target me, because then it's not fun. Because then every time you spawn, someone's going to kill you continuously, and you are going to get mad, because they're trying to get a reaction from you. That's why people stream snipe. They do it to farm their kills, and they also do it to alienate the streamer. And that's why they get banned and reported.
Right.
Because what's going to happen is if you're if you're playing the game regularly, you're going to have other people on their team kill you. Like, you're not going to be targeted just for the sake of targeting someone. That makes you a douche. Whoops. Sorry.
I mean, I don't... Well, I mean, you need to let it out somehow. It's better than yelling at everyone. I mean, that's what I feel like I don't like. That's why sometimes I have to time people out, because they're stressing me out so much that I don't want to yell at people. So it's easier to time somebody out for 10 minutes than to yell at the chat. Because, you know, streamers are only human beings. We're not God. I can't take constant beratement from people online and the chat without, like, it affecting me at some point.
Seductress doesn't say neo-peasants. Well, I mean, you have to remember, she's an aristocrat. Like, she was part of the Hellfire Gala, or the Hellfire Club, which is for super rich, powerful people. So even she hid her ability as a mutant early on. She's a very, very wealthy lady. You
know why it goes against her character? Because she's a, you know, like you said, she is a seductress. And, like, you know, like, she's, like, it's commonly known. I mean, you can even, like, do a quick Google search. You know, the color that you would wear on your lips if you really want to attract a guy would be red. Like, that's the #1 color. And then, of course, shades of that, like pink or red. But, I mean, if, you know, she's, as far as I know, I'm just going to put this out there, like, it appears that she's, you know, in the comics, she's dressing for the male gaze.
I hate that term. I hate that term.
Well, whatever it's called, she's dressing to be attractive.
Male gaze is what activists say so that they can have an excuse of erasing pretty characters.
Well, she's dressing to be attractive feminine characters. And blue lipstick is not.
Well, blue lipstick
is not attractive to guys.
Here's an easy fix. Instead of the bright like dark blue lipstick, give her like kind of a light blue lipstick. That would be like a more natural look.
Yeah,
It would almost
if it was
even
more
like
white.
kind of like a silverish thing would go with her whole diamond motif.
It looks more like instead of her looking like she's seductive, she looks more like a child playing with crayons on her lips. That's what it looks like. You can't take her seriously. That's what we're trying to say.
Well, based on what's happening in the industry right now, guys, this game isn't the only one that has like attractive female characters anymore. There is a fantasy. I'm following them on Twitter because I want to support them. I won't be able to play their game on this channel because it'd be M-rated. But there is a fantasy Snow White, Red Hood, and Rapunzel game coming out where the female princesses have to rescue their guys. Well, two princesses and Red Hood. Red Robin Hood. Or Red Riding Hood. So they have to rescue their men. And they are voluptuous women. Like, they have, like, you know, very, we'll say, R-rated costumes of their classic Snow White, Rapunzel, and Red Riding Hood, like, looks. They're also, it's a very violent game, like Chainsaw Lollipop. But, you know, it's set in a fantasy world. And every time, like, people do a story on that game, the developers keep correcting them and say, no, we're actually over in Europe. This is not a Japanese game. This is not an Asian company. Like, we're actually making this game the way we want to. So they're not afraid of activists anymore. They have no, you know, this is why the defeat of activists was so important, is because if somebody wants to make a lewd game like that, they're able to without backlash from these people, because these people don't have power anymore.
Right.
So, I mean, that's what the whole thing was with gamers versus the activists, is they gave us no options. So now companies are like, you know, we're going to start... There's even indie games where they're going to have attractive-looking female characters again. Like, it's just... It was supposed to always be an option. And if activists want to make ugly characters, they can make their own game. But they're not allowed to change mainstream... This is mainstream. This is a mainstream game. This is not niched. This has a huge audience of tens of millions of people that play every week. You know, this is mainstream. So mainstream should never cater to the 1%. Ever. Ever. It will not work.
Yeah, I mean, like, if I was gonna be if I was gonna be whatever, I don't know, what did she call it, dominatrix or something? If I was gonna do that for a job or something, I would never wear blue lipstick because nobody could take you seriously doing that. That's all I have to say.
I actually don't know if Red Riding Hood has a man in that game. She actually has wolf powers. So Snow White carries a giant battle axe. She has like thigh-high white boots and her little blue and yellow miniskirt like thing with her big poofy shoulder pads. And she looks like Snow White, except R-rated. And then Rapunzel has a morning star at the end of her ponytail that she literally can like twirl around her hair with a morning star, which is a mace. And she has like kind of like Chinese martial arts, like where she's like they've shown gameplay of it. It looks really cool. And then Red Riding Hood turns into a half female, half werewolf. So her hands turn into werewolf claws, and she's super fast. And she has like a mini skirt and a red cape. And I don't know, she looks like it looks like a sexy Halloween costume, but they all have powers. The gameplay is very comparable to like Devil May Cry and Chainsaw Lollipop, and it's made by a Western studio. It's going to be an indie game, and it looks like a AAA title. Like, they really went all out with it. I don't remember the name of the company, but you can find it. Just type like they call it like Chinese or Japanese Snow White or something, but it's not. Because the developer is very flattered that Japan is like, oh my gosh, look at this awesome fantasy game we're making. Take that, West. But they're like, not to dismiss that, but we're a European company. So,
yeah.
You know, they're inspired by anime, but it's literally a Western studio. And the game will come out in 2026 for Steam. I don't know if it's going to come out to consoles or not. Probably not.
Yeah, I mean, one thing that the activists don't realize is, like, you know, the pendulum was swinging so far their way that now it's going to swing the other way, where they're going to probably have a lot of games that are, like, they thought they had a problem with female characters before.
Oh, yeah.
It's going to swing the opposite way.
Of course it is, because what they did is they tried to keep everybody down. They put pressure on people and, like, stomped on them and said, no, you can't do this. Whereas we always said, when we were very inviting to these people, like, hey, make whatever game you want. But what they did is that wasn't enough for them. So the problem that people had with the activists is they were making their own games, they weren't selling. So then they integrated themselves into the AAA companies, and they ruined them from within and made the games that they wanted from the get-go. If they would have just stayed in their lane and made their weird games and their special interest games for the 1%, there would be no problem ever. No one would have spoke out about anything. Yusuke and Assassin's Creed, Dustborn, none of that stuff. Concord. They infected AAA companies, and that's when gamers took notice. So if they would actually go back to their side of the road and make the games that they want, I guarantee you grifters will leave them alone, gamers will leave them alone, and the small percentage of people that buy their games, they'll be happy. But the fact that they infested our gaming like a plague, and they tried to ruin it, that's why gamers fought back. Yeah. So now, like you said, there's going to be an explosion of Smexy characters again because of basically all the stipulations that were put into the game industry. It's going to explode in a way that it hasn't in 20 years.
Yep.
But it's their fault. It's 100% their fault. But yeah. Anyway, thanks for playing with us, guys. We'll try to get some people in who haven't gotten a chance to play yet. The hardest thing that I've had to do today is make sure that I get Emma. That's the hardest thing that I've had to do today. Also, guys, you're doing great on the shorts. Thank you very much. That's why the stream is still going. You guys were able to get the channel back up to 1,300 views an hour, so that means you got it up by several hundred. Later, Gator, you already played, buddy. I know you did. I know you played.
Yeah, let's see.
We're trying to get peeps in who haven't played. Slayer God has not played. There's Slayer God. Jotaro hasn't gotten to play today.
Oh, wow.
I know. Alright, Jotaro's in. Cosmic, you left, so we'll get you in at the end. Who's this person? There's another Cosmic?
That's Comic Jamer 92.
Oh. Okay, let's try this person.
You just...
What did I do? That's Cosmic? Sorry, Cosmic. I'm not really good at that. I'll get you in a little bit later. We're not done yet, because people watch the shorts, so we're good. Who was that?
Comic Jamer. The names moved under you. Like, the names were moving while you were trying to...
Oh, they were moving? I'll get him in later. Let's do Dozenar, because Dozenar's been waiting a long time, too.
Okay. Alright. Yeah, we can get you in after this, Cosmic.
Yep, you'll get in, Cosmic. Just let us... You were already done eating, so you're not going to bounce again, right? Dozenar did play? He did? Are you sure? Dozenar, did you play? Can you confirm? Because I remember you joining and we had to kick you out. And Jotaro, did you play? Can you guys give me the honor system? Because I know Slayer God hasn't played yet. I know that. I think Jotaro hasn't played with us yet. But I just need your guys' help because the stream's been going on for almost 3 hours, so I'm kind of like... It's hard for me to keep track of everything.
I'm just delirious at this point.
I'm not delirious.
I'm just joking. I'm sorry. I'm not very good at telling a joke.
Yeah, Dozenar has not played. Jotaro, have you played, yes or no?
Yeah, we didn't get Dozenar in. You're not delirious. You're doing a great job.
There we go. See, I was right. Dozenar and Jotaro have not played yet. See?
Alright, at least, yeah, because these people have been waiting the whole time and haven't gotten to play. You know, honestly, Luke, may I tell you, the reason why I thought her lips were blue when I first saw her was to make her stand out from the other two blondes that are already in the game.
You'll need a top-notch
Yeah,
that's what I really thought the reason was, because since you already have two people with blonde hair, you have, you know, Sue Storm, and you also have, Tandy. So it's like, what?
Nothing. I had something to say that was kind of funny, but I don't know if you'll find it funny.
Okay.
Basically, the reason why they added the coattails to her, like a cape will ride up every once in a while. They were probably trying to hide her caboose, because a lot of people were complaining about Sue Storm and the other blonde character that you can see their caboose. So it's kind of funny that like they're showing off her front very well, but her backside they completely cover up.
But isn't that the whole reason people even play the game, is to look at that?
Right, but if it was a cape every once in a while, based on how a cape physics work, every once in a while you'd get a little peek at her caboose. With the coattails here, you're not going to because the coattails are, like, they're heavy. Because they're supposed to always be down because that's the style.
Yeah.
That's how men wear their coattails. So, but you'll probably get a... I'm guessing you're going to get a White Queen costume with a cape later on. Because, I mean, she has a cape. That's part of her
They'll
thing.
probably give it to people later.
Hey! She does not like that, Link. That's
Link,
too rough.
Stop. Link, don't.
That's too much. No, bad kitty.
Don't be a bad boy, Link.
You hear her cry in agony like that, Link? That's too rough. She doesn't like that. She's telling you too rough, cat.
Link, Zelda is like 1/2 the size of you.
Link, stop. If you don't stop, you're gonna go in the basement. You're gonna have time out.
I will have my revenge.
You cannot do that to Zelda. Zelda's older than you. You're young. She's not. She doesn't appreciate that. It's her nap time. How would you like it if somebody came over and bit you in the neck when you're sleeping? You wouldn't like that.
You should dress him up as a vampire for Halloween.
If you do it one more time, Link, you're going in the basement. Okay.
Oh, now you've done it.
There they are.
Now you've done it, Link. Now you are in trouble. You are in trouble now.
Get in the basement.
Oh! You shouldn't have messed with the little cat. Poor little Zelda.
Well, basically, the best way that I put him in the basement is I use a blanket, and it's kind of like, you know, targeting a bull, like Toro, Toro, Toro. So I shake the blanket, he doesn't like the sound, and then he runs I never touch him. He runs around, he runs over the couch, and then he jumps over the couch, because he knows he's in trouble. He's very smart. And then he darts into the basement, and I shut the door behind him. Yeah, so it's not like I'm abusing my cat or anything. I am disciplining him.
He just runs away.
He just runs away. Used to chase him with a squirt bottle, but I don't know where the squirt bottle is. The blanket works well.
Yep.
Because some cats do not like to be covered by a blanket. They're scared of it. I don't know why they're scared of it. Link in particular doesn't like blankets. Zelda loves blankets.
Yeah, if you put a blanket on Zelda, she's all like nestling around in
Yep,
it.
if you put a blanket over Zelda, she's going to,
She's making a little tent.
she's gonna make a tent. Link doesn't like blankets. Well, the only way I can really help my team is by standing in the circle wherever that is. Man, the dishwasher raised the temp of the house so much. Well, now that my headache's gone and I'm wide awake, I hope I can do Alpha Stream justice after this. So, believe it or not, Amber, I played 2 Genesis games last night because Nintendo did a shadow drop of new Nintendo expansion pass games. They did a super hard game called E-SWAT, which I played for the first time in 1990 on Genesis. Very hard game. It's basically, it was made because to capitalize on the RoboCop popularity.
Yeah.
You play as this blonde, blue-eyed cop who looks like Alex Murphy, and then eventually you don a robot suit that looks like RoboCop.
Oh wow.
But you never are like killed and turned into a robot. You're basically the better you do in the game, which is interesting. The more you progress through the game and the better you play it, you're rewarded with a robot suit. Isn't that interesting?
Yeah, that is interesting.
So if you play the game really well, you'll get a robot suit after the 3rd level. If you play badly, then you'll stay in your police form.
Oh, wow. So you get a cool robot suit for playing the game well.
Yep.
That's cool.
Yep, and then basically become like Mega Man. Like he has a buster charge attack. Why am I flying?
You can fly?
I can fly now. They fly now. So speaking of that, like Star Wars did a post on Twitter. Did you see this? They were getting blasted.
No.
They said, you know, in 10 years from now, people are going to remember The Last Jedi just as fondly as they do the prequel movies.
They
it's like,
won't.
no.
That would only be if it didn't suck.
So
then they would have remembered
I
it.
wrote on their thing.
Wow, how delusional can you actually be?
Can I? Yeah, this is Disney Star Wars for you. So I wrote on their Twitter, I said, your movie actually united Star Wars fans because we hate The Last Jedi almost as much as original trilogy fans hate Jar Jar Binks. Because you took a character that was comprised of hope and compassion, who never gave up, and you turned him into a drunk, like, bum that literally is a homeless person who has no hope, doesn't believe in anything, doesn't care about anyone but himself. Yeah. And this is a man who literally risked his life to bring his father back from the dark side. He never gave up no matter how rough things got. And I said, in comparison, your Luke Skywalker from the books and video games and stuff from the Legends universe, he had a horrible thing happen to him. His wife was killed by his nephew. You know, his life was ruined. He lost the love of his life. He had all this stuff happen. I said, even though all these atrocities happened to Luke from the variant universe, he never gave up hope. He never stopped believing in good. And he continued to be a force for good as well as fight for what was right. Even though he lost everything that was valuable in his life except for his son, he kept going. Whereas your Luke Skywalker had a bad dream and tried to kill his nephew.
Yeah.
They're not the same.
It's called bad writing.
Exactly. I said, and then I did hashtag not my Luke Skywalker.
Yeah, I mean,
I don't know if it got any traction on Twitter or not.
It's called bad writing. I mean, I've even seen people online talk about how most Star Wars fans think, like true Star Wars fans, believe that Finn should have been, you know, one of the main heroes instead of Rey. You should have picked up that lightsaber.
Of course.
Like, there's so many people who agree with that. So if people, and most of those people agree that the movie sucks. So it's like all the Star Wars fans, and also they did unite Star Wars fans because before there was this whole thing between the original trilogy and the prequels. Now the prequels and the original trilogy people are united against the new trilogy that was terrible.
Well, because it was a character assassination. It was a character assassination of Luke Skywalker, for one. That was, you know, there was nothing like... I can understand if, like, you know, he was a little depressed, but the fact that they didn't give him a wife, he had no kids, like, I can understand if they were like, okay, Mara Jade in this universe was killed. He lost his son. He lost all the Jedis he was training, and blah, 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 blah. But he didn't have any personal tragedy, really.
They also had no respect for Mark Hamill, even though they could see that he was sad doing the part. They had no respect for him at all, that he didn't even want his character to be like that.
Yeah, so I ended my tweet saying, like, the only time that original trilogy fans will actually be okay, like people ages like 30 to 60 right now, when we're in retirement homes and we don't really remember anything, and we're in our golden years, maybe then people will look back on the movie with some type of reaction. But for the most part, everybody around the world is united with their hatred of this film because they ruined fandom's favorite character, Luke Skywalker.
And it's very bad writing. I mean, it's just, I didn't even watch, I mean, I just watched the first one and Rogue One. I didn't even watch the other two. So bad. Like, I just, you know, like, there's a space witch in it, and it's just weird. Named Leia. The whole thing
Space Witch Leia.
The whole thing is weird.
Hey guys, can I get some backup here? I'm dealing with my doppelganger and I'm kind of losing pretty badly. They're a much better player than me, so I need some backup. If I could get some. Thank you. Thanks for the assistance. The streamer thanks you. I've been losing against my doppelganger this whole match, so I just wanted to get one win. I just wanted to get one win, you know? It's like, at least now I can say it wasn't like, 0.
The fact that everyone has been saying how much they hate it, it's like, oh my gosh. And then they can't get a clue that nobody likes it.
I killed that guy. How did he come back to life?
That is hilarious that they're pretending as though people like their movie. Because if that was true, then they would be selling action figures from their movie, and they are not.
Yeah, they're not selling anything.
They're only selling original trilogy and prequel action figures and t-shirts. That nobody is buying the Force is female or I'm Rey, I'm perfect t-shirts. Nobody's buying.
Do you want to
that.
know what makes me not like the new trilogy though as much?
Because it's
no. That's not. That wasn't the only. The rubbing salt in the wound is they're adapting Luke Skywalker's Star Wars Academy, and they're putting Rey as the Grand Master. So everything that... No, I'm serious. Everything that Luke Skywalker accomplished in the late 80s
Slap in the face.
and the 90s and the 2000s and the video games.
Oh
When
my
I was
God.
growing up, they're having Rey do all that. Rey is the one who's going to
They're just
reestablish
taking all
it.
the good
They're
stories
taking
and-
all of Luke's stuff and giving it to Rey. So of course I hate Rey.
Yeah,
100%.
typical.
Because they said, oh, all that stuff that Luke did, you know, they had to make him a failure to build up Rey. And if they would have made
Yeah.
Finn, if they would have made Finn the Jedi, you know they wouldn't have done Luke dirty like that. They would not have. They would have
Yeah,
had
it would
Luke
have been
train
passing
Finn.
the torch between Luke and Finn.
Yeah, and I don't even care if they would have killed Luke and had Finn be the Jedi, but at least there would have been more respect on Luke in the end, and there wasn't.
Yeah, and what I found was odd is somebody that really didn't understand Star Wars at all. They were like, well, why does everyone like, you know, Finn, because he was randomly put in there and he doesn't even have a well thought out storyline. It's like, actually, he's the best well written character in the entire thing because they did take his storyline from the books. Because of some kind of, not directly, but it was based on a character from the books.
So, do you hear how they're going to try to retcon things a little bit? They're changing it so, like, they're casting Mara Jade in an upcoming Star Wars project, and, like, they're going to cast a new Luke Skywalker, and they're going to have Mara Jade and Luke meet, and then what's probably going to happen is their son's going to die as a miscarriage or something, or be killed by, like, some type of villain, and that's why Luke was so depressed.
Wait, they're still gonna make more movies?
They're still making more stuff, yes.
Why?
Yep, there's a new actor who's going to
Don't-
play Luke.
Don't they have to like buy it? I thought for Captain Marvel they had to pretend as though she sold seats and buy up the theaters themselves. Did they have to do that for the new Star Wars? I feel like no one is buying these tickets.
As a Star Wars fan, I want them to just leave the original characters alone and stop making prequel stories and just focus on, like, going further back in time and doing the Knights of the Old Republic. Like, there's not much damage they can do to Knights of the Old Republic because the only people that know those characters are gamers, and you have free reign to do whatever you want with this story, but to continue to, like, maliciously destroy these legacy characters like Luke Skywalker, Leia, and Han Solo and bring them back with new actors and new stories and ruin, you know, all this stuff.
Yeah.
It's aggravating because it's like you have other Star Wars lore you could do that's untouched potential, like, you know, Knights, that's gonna fall. Knights of the Old Republic and things like that, which they were supposed to do a movie of, and they never did, mind you. They never did Knights of the Old Republic.
Well,
They canceled it.
I see it like the Star Trek thing. Like, okay, they reconted, or they brought back younger actors to be Spock and everyone. But for me personally, that doesn't even matter. Like the young actor who played Spock and the young version of, you know, Captain Kirk. Like, nobody care. I don't care about young Captain Kirk and young Spock. I don't care at all. I don't see that as Spock. I don't see that as continuing it. I see that as people attempting to cash in on, you know, William Shatner and Leonard Nimoy and all the people that made, you know, like, nobody cares about young Captain Kirk. They only care about William Shatner. He's the one who made Captain Kirk famous. Nobody cares about young version of him.
I mean, I did kind of like the remakes. I thought they were doing, you know, their own thing with it, and it was okay. And also, Leonard Nimoy and William Shatner gave them their blessing. And they actually, the person who did those movies, they did their best to do justice to it.
Yeah, they did that more tastefully than the Star Wars.
If the Star Wars movies were handled as well in the writing that the Star Trek remakes were, no one would have had a problem with Star Wars.
Yeah, that's probably true.
The problem is it didn't
make you feel like it was stabbing you in the heart every time you watched the movie and it was spitting on your face.
And if Rian Johnson was not the guy who made the second movie, like just how there was a second guy who made Empire Strikes Back, if they had someone else who was more talented write the story, then Luke Skywalker wouldn't have been mistreated, because Rian Johnson did not see those characters as important. He was there to build up the new trilogy characters. So the cameo characters, as he called them, he could do whatever he wanted with them. So he didn't have any affinity with them whatsoever. He had no love for them. They were just characters on a page. So he did whatever he wanted to them.
Yeah.
Whereas the death of Han Solo actually felt like something of significance and sadness and, you know, a turning point for Kylo Ren, and that was done by J.J. Abrams. And that had an emotional impact for fans, because Han Solo was being killed by his son. His son was now fully turning to the dark side. Blah, blah, blah. That was a pivotal thing. But the fact that Luke Skywalker literally just dies, as, like, Mark Hamill puts it, as a drug overdose using the Force, is one of the stupidest things in cinematic history. Absolutely.
I can't think of
I can't think... The only dumbest death I can think of in movies is how Talia al Ghul died in The Dark Knight Rises. How she just, like... He goes up to her and she just goes...
Yeah, that wasn't really bad.
That was one of the worst, like,
I don't
movie deaths ever.
understand why they did that.
All right, Cosmic, you're up. Is this Cosmic? This is Cosmic and Comic. You're both up, because I can't tell who's
Garrett was trying to get in, but
Garrett's
I don't
played.
know. Okay.
Everybody's only going to get one
Everyone
today.
gets one.
Only gets one today. Because we have too many people here.
Do you want me to leave?
No.
Okay.
Garrett, you were in. Who's this person? Game Track?
That's Game Wing.
That's Game Wing?
Yes.
Game Wing, would you like to play? You know what? I'm going to send you an invite anyway. We'll see if you take it.
Oh my gosh, good thing I'm here.
Good thing you... I can't remember everybody.
Wow, unbelievable.
I'm sorry.
Poor Game Wing sitting here waiting. Yeah, you're right, Luke. You did correct me there. I mean... Yeah, you're right. It's
Well,
like...
Miss Deanna, that's why Luke Skywalker abolished a lot of the old Jedi ways. He got rid of the attachment clause. He got rid of, like, a lot of the different things. Like, I don't even think he really taught younglings.
That was the whole point, is, like, he was able to move... He was taught the Jedi ways, and he was able to move everyone into the new era by, basically... He was the only one who could rewrite all the rules.
He literally got married.
Because he was the Master Jedi.
He got married and said, you can get married now and have children. Like, that was Luke Skywalker that did that.
But it doesn't make any sense for Rey to do that since, A, nobody likes her, B, she hasn't gone through really any training at all like Luke did. He actually went through training.
They said she
on
got
the
trained.
Dagobah system.
She got trained by Leia off camera.
That doesn't make any sense. Why wouldn't they show that?
They can't show
Pick
it.
your hero.
Woo!
I'm not
Quick on the
joking.
draw.
Randomly she got trained?
Yep.
That's hilarious, because then why was she already perfect before her training? She got trained off camera between what movies?
Also,
She got trained when she was born?
The biggest problem I have with Rey, which would have made me like her more, is we never saw her struggle.
Yeah, I know. That's why nobody likes her.
When Luke fled Yoda's training, he got washed by Vader. Vader destroyed him, cut off his hand in Empire Strikes Back. The reason why people love The Empire Strikes Back as one of the greatest cinematic films of all time is the hero
30 seconds before
struggles and lost.
Yeah.
Rey never lost.
She never lost. She never struggled.
No, she never had a hand cut
They
off.
never showed her training.
No battle damage, nothing.
And also, if she had trained, here's the problem. What in the actual world is happening with her, like, I'm perfect, I've never used this lightsaber before. And, you know, hey Finn, let's drive on the ship. Oh my gosh, Kylo Ren is trying to kill me, but I've never had a combat in my life. Oh, here I am, fighting against Kylo Ren, who's trained his entire life and is a Sith Lord.
When Finn, the reason why I liked Finn so much in the
Please.
first movie is Finn was not very talented. He picked up the lightsaber, he struggled to use it, but he did it anyway. He showed that he could be a hero.
Yup.
And he was like, you know what? I'm not a Jedi,
And
but I have this weapon. I'm going to use it to defend myself. And that was a compelling thing. That was an interesting thing to watch. And then Rey immediately picks up the lightsaber, and all of a sudden she's just like Anakin. It's
Rey-
like, what?
you know who's the real villain of the movies? Rey is. She's a jerk. Rey is the real villain.
It would have been more exciting if they made her a Palpatine, because at least it'd be some type of twist on her character.
Oh my gosh, that would be funny if she actually turned to the dark side and
She
then
didn't even struggle with it.
and then I would like to see Finn chop her down. I'm sorry, but I would.
They had a pivotal moment where
had
they
it
could have
coming.
showed her struggle with the dark side when she finds out that her grandfather is Emperor Palpatine.
Yeah, like.
But it doesn't mean anything
why,
to her. She's just like, oh, you're my grandfather. Well, blah blah blah. It's like,
well,
really?
We can work this out.
No, she didn't. No, she kills him.
Oh wow, no, she
But-
didn't even have feelings for her grandfather.
But she didn't even struggle with the dark side at all. Luke struggled with the dark side.
Yeah, I mean, even Anakin struggled because.
Well, Anakin lost. But the thing is, what Hollywood doesn't understand is fans love to root for a hero that struggles because it
Right.
shows humanity. It shows, that being a hero is hard. It's not always going to be something that's.
It just shows these writers are completely out of touch with reality. They probably don't even struggle in their own life.
The same thing with the Mulan movie. The Mulan movie, the reason why the Mulan animated film was so successful is because it showed girls that they could do anything if they put their mind to it, regardless of, gender, girl or guy. Like, as long as you strive for doing the right thing, you can do it, It didn't matter. And the new
Yeah, I
movie
know.
was immediately, she was holding back the whole time like she's Superman, and she has all these mystical powers, and she never struggles with anything. Everything in life is handed to her because of her powers. And it completely dismisses the whole point of Mulan.
We are undefeated.
Yeah, and
She wasn't
yeah,
a superhero.
I really don't. Yeah, it's frustrating because it's like I seem to get the running theme in a lot of these movies, like where
Ow.
if it's a guy character, then they show his struggle, but if it's a girl character, it's like, oh, you're perfect just the way you are, because we just need to show women that they're princesses.
And then what I hated was Finn was really great in the first movie, right? When he comes back in the second movie, they turn him into an annoying sidekick. And then when they actually give him a redeeming thing to do, like sacrifice himself for the good of the rebellion, that annoying, like, Marie Tran character comes out of nowhere, stops his heroic sacrifice, and then kisses him out of nowhere, and he's even like, what is happening? Because
Like, this was my moment. What are you doing?
Exactly.
Don't take this from me. I was finally gonna amount to something. in
Yeah,
this
he
movie.
was actually going to do something. He was going to sacrifice himself for his friends. That's a very heroic thing to do. And they took that away from his character. And then in the third movie, he's just this annoying guy that's running around calling for Rey all the
They
time.
messed him up so much.
They did him so dirty. It's criminal.
I mean, that's why I feel like that's his name is John Boyega, right?
John Boyega.
I feel like that's why that guy is so messed up, because he was completely screwed over.
Yeah, but he
by
calls
this.
all Star Wars fans toxic, even the people that
But-
defended him. So he's kind
But
of out of touch.
I don't think he realizes most Star Wars fans were rooting for him to win. It was the writers and Kathleen Kennedy that were the people that were the villains, not Star Wars fans.
What you have to understand is, in order to get a job in Hollywood, is you have to play ball. So right now, actually, in the current culture, it's very popular to make fun of the fandom. The fandom, to
But
make the fandom the enemy so you can get jobs.
We didn't write the story. It was Kathleen.
We are undefeated.
Well, that's stupid, like ridiculous. Like, then you're literally, it's wrong for him to criticize the only people that were rooting for him.
Yeah, I don't like how actors. This is why I don't like Hollywood actors, is because they literally bite the hand that feeds them.
It's making me want to root for his character, but not root for him, because now he's being mean.
John Boyega kind of joined the dark side a while ago. Like, he's no typical than most Hollywood people, unfortunately.
His character was really great, though. I was definitely rooting for him.
We are
I was rooting for Finn.
But I still love the scene where he picks up the lightsaber for the first time.
Yeah, it was great. Like, if they had rewritten that to be...
I believe if you go back and you watch that scene, I might be mistaken, but I think they play Luke Skywalker's theme when he picks up the lightsaber.
Yeah, I
think
thought
they
I
do.
heard that, and so I feel like that would have been so great if he saved the day, because it would have kind of shown that instead of being perfect and having everything perfect, you could actually just have a really good heart. And
That's not the only reason, too. Like, it would have been great for a twist on the Star Wars story, because we've had stories where the hero becomes the villain. We've never had a Star Wars story in film where the villain then becomes a hero and has to change his whole way of doing things.
Yeah, because he started out working for the Empire.
So instead of basically, if you really look at it, Rey is very similar to Luke Skywalker. Rey is a character that was on a desert planet all alone, and strives to leave her planet to do something with her life. That's exactly what Luke Skywalker was. He was a nobody on
Right.
Tatooine. He ended up joining the army, and then he became a hero.
Unlike some
And that's kind of what happened with Rey. Rey was a scavenger on a desert world. She leaves, and she becomes a hero. That's you know, tat for tat with Luke Skywalker.
Right.
Finn was a character that was evil, or not evil. He worked for evil people, and he
Right.
made the decision to do good.
He changed.
And that would have been a compelling story for a trilogy. But nope, they missed
Yeah,
it.
Instead of Anakin changing the dark side, Finn is working for the dark side and changes to the other side.
And they baited us so bad, too. Like, they made it look like, through all the marketing and stuff, with Finn holding the lightsaber, that he was going to be the franchise hero. And then they just pulled the rug out of everybody's, like, legs, and it was just like, oh. And it didn't feel earned, either. Like, if Rey was actually struggling fighting Kylo Ren, but it looked like it was just, like, breathing for her. Like, she was able to do all the different lightsaber styles and things like that, where Finn was actually struggling to defend himself
And it's
with the
really,
blade.
honestly, like, I don't know, but I just feel like all of this female empowerment thing, to the ridiculous degree, is not helping females at all, because, you know, as soon as they get fired from one job, or as soon as somebody says one thing that makes them mad, then they get all uppity about it, and they're like, well, I'm a female, I can do whatever. You know, you're just firing me because I'm a woman, and they don't know how to just be like, okay, you're firing me, I need to go back and learn how to do my job better, and train more and come back, because they're taught in all of this media, like, well, you don't need to, Luke needed to train because he's a man, but you don't need to train at all because you're a woman, and that doesn't actually play out that way in real life. As a woman, you do need to train for your job.
Well, there was actually, there's a funny TikTok video going on right now where there was a rumor that somebody in the U.S. government was talking about bringing back the draft, and the draft would now include men and women.
Yeah.
So, like, this woman TikToker was talking to her husband or whatever, and, like, he was like, oh, they're thinking about bringing back the draft, and she's like this, her character is this lady who's, like, is a CEO of a company, right? She's working, strong feminist, got married, all this other stuff. So he says they're thinking about bringing back the draft and, like, you know, having equality where both men and women are drafted and to go fight for the country. And she's like, oh, really? And their next scene, you see her, she's at the oven, she's cooking, and she's wearing, like, a 1950s outfit. Like, before she was wearing a
Right.
pantsuit and all this other stuff. And she's talking to her husband and basically gaslighting him and being like, well, no, I think actually men should be the one to go and fight because women have to take care of the house and do all this other stuff. So
Right, when
and
it
then-
all comes down to
Right,
it,
right.
they would not want to be
So
drafted.
then you see her with a baby, and she's like cooking, and she's doing all this stuff and cleaning while he's talking. And then he's like, well, I mean, I just saw it on Twitter. And then immediately she's back in her pantsuit like nothing happened. And then he's like, but they were talking about this on the Senate floor. And she's like, well, have fun fighting at war. And she's back with a baby in the 50s costume again.
That's funny.
It was funny. I was like, wow.
That's very
Because I actually think feminists would do that. I think they would. Right now they say all this other stuff, but when it
No.
actually comes to
I've-
going to war, they won't do that.
Oh, I've seen them say it.
Yeah.
Because there was a point where people were saying there may have been a draft a while ago, I think, with the Ukraine thing.
Yeah, they always say that. Though.
And then, like, I did see some, like, women actually say, like, well, they're like, we should only have to volunteer, but, you know, men should be drafted. And it's like, but you said you wanted equal.
Yeah, if you want equality, then you both have to be drafted.
I know.
That's how
so
equality
that's
works.
the scary thing, is they only want it equal when they feel like it,
Yeah, I know.
which is
It
weird.
was a funny thing. Like, I don't usually watch TikTok, and it says TikTok, but it was on YouTube. So I technically don't watch TikTok. I watch YouTube, but TikTokers are on YouTube.
I'm just gonna read. We got a super chat.
Go for it.
Let's see.
Now I see them.
We have 3 hours yet? Oh my gosh, we're at 3 hours.
Probably.
We're at 3 hours. Oh. That's 6 hours of live streaming so far today, honey.
Hope you guys are doing great. Hi, Maddie. Hope you're
Hi,
doing
Maddie.
great too. Thank you, Maddie. Hope you're doing great as well. Hope everyone's
Aw.
doing great in the chat.
I tried.
Yeah, I mean, it really isn't a good example to anyone. I mean, anyone looking at, like, even a little boy watching Rey and being like, well, Rey didn't need to train, so I don't think I'm going to need to. I mean, she's supposed to be a hero, someone to look up to. So regardless of who's watching the movie, it could make anyone think that they don't need to work hard for anything they have.
Do you want to know why people like Michael Keaton's Batman? What do you think is the core reason people like Michael Keaton's Batman? Can you think?
I don't know, because he's relatable? I don't
Why
know.
is he relatable?
Because he looks scared sometimes.
What happens in his movies to him compared to other Batman?
Oh yeah, like Catwoman claws him and sticks that claw in his chest.
In every movie that
And then he
Michael
falls.
Keaton's Batman has appeared in, he gets battle damage.
Yeah.
Even in the Flash movie, we saw him die and get wounded. In the Batman movie, he gets his Batwing blown up and he's all bloodied and, you know, kind of limping around. In his fight in the alleyway, he gets shot and stabbed. He's always taking damage while he's still, you know, struggling to do the right thing. Like, he is a struggling hero that you can't help but root for, because you can see that he's very human. He's a guy in a bat suit trying to, you know, do the right thing. Whereas the other Batmen, Val Kilmer and, you know, what's his name? Well, Val Kilmer almost died. He almost died in his movie. Robin saves him. But both Val Kilmer, for the most part, and George Clooney's Batman are completely invincible, except for that one scene where Two-Face almost kills Val Kilmer. And that was a scene that Val Kilmer wanted to stay in. He wanted to show that Batman needed help. So Dick Grayson saves Batman when he's, like, in this underground, and this whole building falls on him, and he's, like, trapped under all this, like, dust or sand or something like that. And, you know, Chris O'Donnell comes and he fishes him out. Batman would have died if it wasn't for Robin showing up. So for Keaton's films, you always see him get a little battered and bruised. And if you go back and you watch Christian Bale's movies, for the most part, except for The Dark Knight actually, the reason why people love The Dark Knight is it shows Christian Bale's Batman struggle. He gets attacked by dogs. He needs to upgrade his suit so that he can deal with, you know, dog attacks.
Yeah.
The whole reason he changes his suit is his suit was very bulletproof, it was fireproof, and it was, like, blade-proof, but it didn't do well against, like, animal attacks, like dogs and, you know, some types of knives and other things. So we had to change the suit. We actually saw the suit get upgraded as the movie went on. It made Batman a more real character, like, oh, wow, Batman's struggling. But if you go back and you watch Batman Begins, for the most part, Batman doesn't really get his butt kicked, except when he wasn't wearing the full suit. When he met Commissioner Gordon, he kind of got hurt, and he said, now we're two, and, you know, he's struggling in his little ninja outfit and stuff like that. But for the most part, you didn't really get to see him struggle until his second and third movies, and people always talk about both The Dark Knight Rises and The Dark Knight when it comes to Bale's performance, because there's something about that Batman that they're watching looks interesting. And the reason why people like Ben Affleck's Batman is, yeah, he takes on a lot of people and he's ferocious, but he actually takes damage. He gets stabbed and he keeps going. He got shot numerous times. He fought metahumans. He did all this other stuff, and he struggled with his humanity, but he still came out on top. People like to root for a hero that struggles, whereas the Matt Reeves Batman did not get his butt kicked, from what I remember. He was the one dishing out all the payment, like the punishment to people. You know, I can't think of any time other than the ending sequence where he had to use adrenaline in order to beat the bad guys. Like, he was struggling to protect other people. But for himself, he never had any problems going up against, like, groups of enemies. Ever.
Yeah, it just felt like... It just felt like Matt Reeves' Batman was, like, millennial Batman. But I feel like even when you play games online with people, like, and you're not winning and you're playing... People try to mock you and say you're not winning and stuff. Like, everything in today's society is all about winning. Like, nobody cares about, like, oh, I'm trying to grind this character and get better at this game and play with my friends online and just show it off. Oh no, they only want to see YouTubers that win after win after win after win after win. Like, nobody, it's just, it's such a weird mentality of modern audience. Like,
yeah, our streams are different. I've had people write massive, like, things on our Marvel Rivals. Have you seen this? It's like paragraphs saying, like, just so you know, when you play as this character, you got to do this, and this, and this, and this, and this. It's like, no, this is a showcase.
Yeah, I know.
This is just a showcase.
Yeah, exactly. Like, it's such a weird, like, I feel like I'm living in a different reality where, yeah, it's like they only show people winning, and it's like the same, like, that's how the modern world is. Like, everything is all about winning. Everything is all about getting a better car, or, you know, like, just showing, you know, like, even on Facebook, everyone just shows how great they're doing. Oh yeah, I'm doing really great. I'm getting promoted at my job. I'm hanging out with all my friends. But they don't ever show their, you know, like, that's why we live in a surreal world where everyone's winning all the time. Mm-hmm. If everyone's winning, then why are there so many people going to therapy? If everyone's winning, it's a fake reality that everyone's winning. Obviously, everyone's not winning, but they all pretend they are. Everyone's always pretending they're winning all the time.
Yeah. Hey guys, that was the last match because, like, it's getting kind of late. Like, if we do another match, we're just going to be able to cut out, you know, our opening music, because the next match could go for like 20-30 minutes. We're at 3 hours and 15 minutes for this stream.
New suit still had vulnerabilities like Joker's knife.
Well, Joker's knife was a combat knife. It wasn't like a regular, like, switchblade that a Gotham thug would have. So there was no way that Batman could defend against Joker's, like, you know, combat knife, which a lot of people believe that Heath Ledger's Joker was an ex-military person, based on the type of weaponry and stuff that he used and his sniper rifle and things like that.
Wow.
Yeah, so he was supposed... In fact, I believe Christopher Nolan said that version of the Joker was supposed to be a court-martialed, Afghanistan or Iraq soldier. Like, a person who, like, was very jaded from what happened in the police military actions. They were really trying to ground it, but they never got into that. It was going to be explained in future movies, but they didn't have time. So
yeah.
it was part of his character, and Heath knew it was part of his character, and they were hinting at things.
Oh, wow.
But they never came right out and said it.
Oh, wow, that's interesting.
Yeah, it was supposed to be a whole thing where they were going to point, like, how a soldier came back and he became the Joker because, like, all the stuff that happened to him. Like, you know, couldn't get a job, couldn't, all this other stuff. So they were adding another human element to it that would have been expanded upon. But it never happened.
That made sense why he was so, like...
Crazy? Yeah.
Yeah, but also, like,
also why he hated
combat.
Why he hated authority, why he was good at combat, yep.
And why he was just a dog chasing cars, as if he didn't really have a plan. It was like his...
Oh, he had a plan.
Oh, he did. So he wasn't a dog chasing
He even said
cars.
later, he was like, my ace in the hole was Harvey. He took Gotham's White Knight and darkened him. Yeah.
So, yeah. So basically, he pretended as though he was a dog chasing cars, but he really wasn't.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, of course not. He was just doing that so Harvey didn't shoot him in the face. He was gaslighting him, basically. Like, do I look like the guy with the plan? The police, the mayor, the Batman, those are people with plans. Yeah. So he was trying, because he didn't count. Although probably if Harvey did kill him, he wouldn't have cared.
His knife was sticking out from his shoe, says Alpha.
Yeah.
Thank you, Alpha, for the super chat, and thank you, Maddie, for the super chat. And, oh, yeah, did we give a little heart to everyone's super chats?
I will make sure of that, because we're wrapping up. So, yeah,
Okay.
There we go. Maddie's heart, heart. This
We
person
missed
gets a
another.
heart.
Oh, Alpha had one earlier.
Yep. Thank you to Miss Deanna, to Daffy, to Alpha, to Garrett, to Maddie, and Alpha again for the super chats. Also, thank you to Carlos for becoming an ultimate again. There's a ultimate stream for Batman that'll be happening next. It'll be at 11 o'clock. I have to put away Amber's TV, turn off the Xbox, open a window because it's very hot from that TV running for 3 hours. It's made this into a sauna. Well, I mean, that's what happens. LCD
yeah,
TVs.
I can feel the heat on my face.
The heat is coming from your television.
Wow.
Yeah. And it's coming from your TV. All right, people.
Yeah.
So, the mystery stream is Arkham. It'll be set up properly in a little bit. But it is Arkham. It is the Arkham stream. So it's not a mystery stream. So you guys can pile over there if you guys want to see. It's more of I Am the Knight. And that'll be happening at 11 o'clock.
Oh, I am the night mode.
I am the night mode.
Gosh.
Yep. I survived one of the hard things that would kill me, which was the fight against Miley Cyrus. There's only one other thing that could give me a game over, and that's the Bane fight. Which might happen tonight.
Oh,
We'll see.
wow, Luke.
We'll see.
That's
All right,
gonna be
guys.
very intense.
God bless. Happy gaming. Thanks so much for watching. See you over on Arkham in a little bit.